What's up, everybody? Welcome to IGN Plays Live. I'm James Duggan. This is Sean. This is Andrew there from Maximum Games, and we're going to check out a game called Dead Alliance, which is a 4v4 zombie shooter where you kind of have a lot of tools to control the zombie.
Oh yeah.
Zombies, I should say. So take us away.
Yeah, Dead Alliance. This is a multiplayer first-person zombie shooter. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, our world, near future. But the cool and crazy thing about this game is that it's the only multiplayer shooter where you actually have to weaponize the zombies.
Weaponize the weapons as well.
Yeah, turn them into weapons and weaponize the weapons. Yeah, where you weaponize the zombies to fight against your enemies. So we're going to take you to. This is actually we're going to be playing the beta of the game here. We actually have an open beta coming up on Thursday. So we're
28th, correct?
The 27th.
27th.
It'll run through the 31st. So that's Thursday to Monday. We're actually going to play the beta a little bit early here, just to show you guys what you guys can expect, and show you guys some of the maps, a few of the modes, just a small taste of the game.
Fantastic. For those of you at home, you can talk to us via YouTube, you can talk to us via Twitch, or the easiest way and the best way is to tweet us at IGN with the hashtag IGN Plays Live if you have any questions for these two gentlemen, and we will be
happy to answer them.
Yeah, exactly. So let's.
Yeah, so let's see if we can start a match here.
I'm gonna mute your phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. I'm like, I hear myself. Oh, no worries. Okay, so we.
King of the Hill.
All right, so we're playing a King of the Hill match here, the Presidio. So this actually takes place mostly in San Francisco and LA.
Fun.
So you should be able to see the Golden Gate here. This is the near future here. There goes the Golden Gate. This is what's left of San Francisco, and this is our one of the first modes we're playing here. This is King of the Hill. So
you're racking up the kills on the human players right now, correct?
That's right. So the enemies are the other humans.
Right.
There goes some zombies, but they're not the main enemies. They're neutral in a sense. They'll kill you. They'll kill your enemies. It's all good. It doesn't matter. So you're fighting against other factions for control of land and resources and things like that. So humans, those are your enemies. Mm-hmm. The zombies, they're just kind of everywhere. So you might have to avoid them, you might have to kill them because they're in your way.
Ooh, you just used a tactical insertion, which was that thing right there that you just dropped?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the tactical insertion is one of the tools that you would be able to use. That allows him to spawn right back there when he dies.
Gotcha.
He's trying to stay on his point.
Wow, that tactical insertion, very powerful.
Yeah, a little overpowered, but.
Oh, that's what water beta for, right?
So yeah, the zombies are just kind of everywhere. They kind of get in your way, but you can also use different pheromone grenades that will actually modify the effective in different ways. So I think, Sean, you're using the
medium loadout right now.
You're using the medium loadout, so you kind of have the PAM grenade.
I have the Enrager.
Oh, the Enrager. Okay, so the grenade that Sean is going to be using is it affects a single zombie at a time. But what it does is it enrages them. It increases their attack power, and it also increases their health. And as soon as he hits the zombie with that pheromone grenade, it's going to go crazy and start trying to attack the nearest human enemy.
And that's what we can see with these zombies. They kind of have these red telegraph around their head. The green
yeah,
telegraph.
So green. So that's a zombie that has been allied with you. And
there you go. You just got to kill.
Yeah.
Nice.
So one of the perks that Sean is using right now that's really cool is one of the perks he has is if he dies, he actually drops a PAM grenade that will actually affect multiple zombies around him.
So it's like a martyrdom, but a zombie grenade.
Exactly.
Great. What would you guys say is your primary game mode, the one that you're most interested in kind of competitively balancing around? Is it this? Is 4v4 kind of capture and hold mode? You have another mode that's a little bit reminiscent of MOBA, which makes a lot of sense because these, in essence, are kind of neutral free.
Yeah, totally. I think, there's multiple multiplayer 4v4 modes for sure, and we try to make them all like balanced for sure. But the Attrition does stand out. I wouldn't say that's our main mode, but it does stand out because it is pretty unique. It's kind of like, it plays a little bit like a MOBA. So, we do have our standard, team deathmatch, free-for-all, capture the, King of the Hill, capture and hold. Now, Attrition plays a little bit like a MOBA in the sense that you guys start off on two sides of the map. You guys have your spawn points. There are capture points in between, and the objective is to capture and destroy the enemy's base.
Sure.
So you have to work your way across 3 lanes. There are 2 main lanes that you need to go down, capture strategic points before you can attack the enemy base. There's a middle lane that's kind of like what we call the jungle, the wildlands. There are crazy zombies there. There are certain side objectives in the middle lane that you can capture if you want to move that way. But we'll show you the attrition map next so you can kind of see how that goes. So I think that is one of our more unique modes, especially in a first-person shooter.
So beta right around the corner. What about a release date?
This game comes out pretty soon, in about a month, August 29th for the full game.
Nice.
We wanted to be able to let folks jump in and get a feel for the game, get a feel for some of the modes, a taste of the game, starting this weekend, Thursday through Monday.
Great. Do you have
So
a price point for release?
Yeah, so the full game is $39.99. There's 2 ways you guys can purchase. On the digital storefronts, you can get the multiplayer version, which is $24.99. That's if you just want to do, basically what you're seeing here, multiplayer matches. That's $24.99. And if at some point you decide you want to get the full release, which includes offline bots and a solo survival mode that has a story to it, you can upgrade for $20. $19.99.
Sure.
But if you just want to go, you already know you want all of it. You can just get the full version at $39. You save a little bit of money.
Got it. I like that you guys are kind of making 2 different versions. I think.
Yeah, we understand there's 2 different kinds of players.
Yeah. Definitely seems like something I've wanted to do multiplayer-wise in terms of the various modes. But let's take a couple questions here from Twitch.
Yeah, sure.
One more question. We just went over this, but just for folks who are just tuning in, getting the stream started, GB996 asks when the open beta is, and it's on PS4. Actually, it's on PS4, Xbox, and is it coming to PC?
And PC as well.
Great.
So open beta starts this Thursday. You guys can download it for free on the PSN Store, the Xbox Marketplace, or on Steam. And the open beta will go from Thursday to Monday. And the open beta consists of 3 maps and 3 modes. It's not everything. It's just for you guys to jump in and get a taste. Also for us to get some feedback and test the servers and things like that. But the point is to just all have fun a little bit early.
Nice. Let's talk about some progression, some loadout things.
Oh, yeah.
You're using kind of an M4 with looks like a 2-time scope on there or something like that. Just in terms of a very conventional personal progression and loadout sense, what do you have in the way of the arsenal?
So it's a lot. It's a lot. But we'll try to talk through it here. So first of all, there's 3 classes. There's a light, medium, and heavy loadout that you can fully customize. They have some characteristics and attributes that are inherent to being light, medium, or heavy. For example, the light loadouts the guys are able to run super fast. He has more stamina. Has access to things like the crossbow and sniper rifle and things like that.
Sure.
The heavy, on the other hand, takes a lot of damage. Can really serve as a tank. A little bit slower, has less stamina. So that's your starting point. And then you can select primary weapon, secondary weapon, skins for those weapons, attachments to them. So upgrading your scope, upgrading the recoil and things like that. And then you can also apply 3 perks to your character. One of the perks that we've seen Sean has equipped right now is when he dies, he automatically drops a ham grenade, which automatically turns the surrounding zombies into allies.
Ooh, Sean with the triple kill. Heard a heavy side from Sean a second ago. He specifically instructed the QA team to go easy, but now we're seeing them come out with some cool triple kill action. So we have about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this particular mode. And again, this is the kind of classic capture and hold where you are accruing points.
This is King of the Hill.
Correct.
So there's always a point of interest, and the point is to stand there. As soon as you stand there, it starts activating, and you want to hold it. The longer you hold it, you and your team, your points start to accumulate. So for King of the Hill, it's going to be usually concentrated around that point, and then it's either the most points wins after the timer goes down, or it caps at I think 100 or 200. Sorry.
Sure. Here's a question from Eric Parra on Twitch. Wants to know if you can pre-download the beta, or if that download just starts when the beta.
I'm not sure. You can see it on the digital storefronts now. Whether or not it preloads, I'm not actually certain. Maybe you can test that for us and let us know.
Here's a good question from Pelagius, kind of throwing back to some Call of Duty original Modern Warfare, there are any secondary objectives to unlock various upgrades like scopes and such. And we touched on the progression a little bit before, at least in terms of classes, but you said you can unlock skins,
Yeah.
things of that nature.
Yeah, unlock skins, upgrades for your weapons, perks for your current loadout. There are kill streaks tools that you can use, special moves that Sean has 3 up there on the top right. They as soon as he starts racking up more kills, especially if he starts getting kill streaks, they will become ready much quicker. So you can select those, unlock those with the money that you earn. There's also what we're calling the hideout, which is basically where you go to set your custom loadouts. But there's also a global skill tree that you can unlock. So first of all, you can make several custom loadouts for your playstyle, but you can also upgrade your skill tree, which will enhance your characters regardless of the loadout. So, for example, increasing run speed, increasing stamina, increasing overall damage. Those are global unlocks that you unlock with your skill tree that applies to all of your loadouts.
Nice. I just want to remind everybody watching at home, if you have a question, we are monitoring YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. But Twitter is the easiest way because there's the fewest messages there. So if you have a question, please, fine gentlemen, go ahead and tweet at IGN with the hashtag IGNPlaysLive, and we'll do our very best to answer it. So I saw a second ago that this was actually maybe a minute or so. 2 or 3 kind of indoctrinated zombies came up. They were no joke, the damage they were doing.
Yeah.
Go into frenzy. They really dish it out.
Yeah.
So in addition to being just more aggressive in terms of the AI, like we just saw there, these zombies who get hit by enemy control abilities are dealing increased damage as well?
Yeah,
compared
so
to like the neutral one?
well, there's at least 3 different kinds of zombies.
Oh.
So some of them are like slower. We're calling them stages of infection. So the zombies in the early stages. Oh yeah, just a reminder, you guys can pre-order now. Game comes out on August 29th. Anyways, back to the zombies.
Sure.
There's 3 different kinds.
I don't want to skip over the fact that it said you lose a second ago. So
Yeah.
we'll have to.
So we should be playing Attrition now, and maybe you're better at Attrition because I know you have a little bit more MOBA experience.
let's hope.
Hey, I think you were doing great.
So.
For the record, I think you were doing very well.
Yeah. Sorry, 3
Sure.
types of zombies, 3 different stages of infection. The first stage, they still got their clothes on. They just recently been infected, they're a little bit slower. But as it progresses, they just throw off all their clothes.
Sure,
Like,
so the more new they are, the more powerful they are.
Yeah, and they're all-
just like in real life. When you take,
Yeah.
that's, not a lot of people know that about clothes, but
Yeah.
they actually inhibit your power.
that's
I do for
why
me.
they're just like, "Ugh," And so anyways, you can tell the stage 2 zombies are a little bit buffer, beefier. They have no clothes on because they don't need them, and they're a little bit more aggressive. They do more damage. And then we have the stage 3 zombies, which you can tell because they have like just bulbous fungus and things growing off of them, doing more damage.
Okay.
Now, you have multiple different what we call Z mods or zombie modifiers at your disposal to manipulate the zombies in a sense. So I think what Sean has right now is called the Enrager grenade. You can only select 1 grenade at a time.
This was just the Pam.
Oh, this one's a Pam? Okay, yeah, we switched to the heavy loadout. So there are grenades that affect just 1 zombie, which will do things like increase its attack and its aggro range, for example. There are grenades that affect just 1 zombie and increases his health and his attack power. And then we have what Sean is using now called the Pam grenade, which will affect multiple zombies if they are grouped together.
Oh, I was like, where are you getting damage from?
So then I will send a group of zombies after you.
Sure. Chip says, I'm still a bit confused as to what I'm watching, so just it's kind of a quick overview. It's essentially a scoot and shoot arcade-style shooter with this added level of these neutral zombies that are all over the map. In this instance, we're seeing kind of a 3-lane opening. But what we saw before was the King of the Hill, but there are all these abilities that you have and various tools at your disposal like this to kind of get the zombies on your side, attacking enemies,
Totally.
adding an additional layer.
Yeah, when people look at it, they're like, oh, okay, zombie shooter. We feel like we've seen that before. But like again, the cool thing is the zombies in this game are neutral. They'll attack you, they'll attack your enemies, and the fact is that you can weaponize them, which is the coolest thing. With different tools and grenades and pheromone grenades that we make available to the player. So here we're playing the Attrition map, and this is a little bit more like a MOBA. And there's basically 2 main lanes. You want to destroy your enemy's base. To do that, you'll have to capture a few points along the way before you can get to the base. And similar to a traditional MOBA, there's also minions that come out and fight along with you. And so you see some of those green zombies. Some of those are lane zombies. They just
Gotcha.
are automatically on your side, running towards the enemy base.
That was a jungle zombie, so one that you go to the kind of the neutral area and you can actually. Do you just throw like hand grenade at those and they become your friend, or do you kind of have to fight them first?
Yeah.
I know in MOBA.
Either way. So the middle lane is actually what we're calling jungle, and that's where some neutral zombies are.
Sure.
So in that middle lane, there is an objective. If you capture it, you'll get a buff for your entire team, a health buff for your entire team. The jungle zombies there are more dangerous. But if you kill a jungle zombie, you get a temporary, or sorry, you get a buff for yourself, a health buff that you keep until you die. And because those zombies in the jungle are neutral, you can use pheromone grenades to affect them. And so if you throw a pheromone grenade at them, they'll run and try to attack the nearest enemy.
Fantastic. We got some enemy creep zombies here.
Yep, these are lane zombies.
Naturally pushing towards the point.
Mm-hmm.
Sure looking to
And
capture.
it looks like we've captured 2 of the bases already. That means we can go for the last base now and see if Sean can win.
And that's kind of the MOBA equivalent of a Nexus for the
Yes. Yeah, totally.
yeah, the Zombie Alliance version of a Nexus. So that's the objective of the game. Once that's destroyed, we're
Oh, and the other
we're
thing is
donezo,
like,
right?
as you die, your spawn timer increases. So it's in your best interest, in general, not to die. But in attrition mode, you really don't want to die because your respawn time is just going to increase every time you die. So
A lot of hints taken here from MOBAs. I like it.
Yeah,
Big MOBA
yeah.
guy.
yeah, it definitely, like I said, it's not. We wouldn't call it our main mode, but it's definitely a standout. It makes it. It's a very interesting mode that we, I think it's really cool to mix that and the first-person shooter
Sure.
genre and the zombie genre, right?
Is there a sense of if the community falls in love with this mode, and it's the one that I'm sure you have some kind of metric to figure out
Oh, sure.
what the
yeah.
community is playing, then I would imagine some development resources might kind of go towards backing, advancing this mode.
That's not a bad idea.
Go ahead, pitch it. I don't need credit. We're good.
Yeah, I mean that's part of what the beta is for, right? Just to get community feedback to see where things are going, and then maybe we'll have something to announce.
Fantastic. Ooh, there's some lane zombies spawning out of the rubble there.
Yeah, they'll just keep coming out for sure.
Do you have a personal favorite weapon you like to use?
I like the M4 and the AK, just because it's a good mix of precision and damage. Sean's using the heavy loadout here, so it's a heavy machine gun. Doesn't need to reload often. Can just lay down a lot of cover fire. Oh, you won! Congratulations.
Victory.
I do my
Nice.
best.
Nicely done. Got a question here from where to go. FSC FSCab 5 on Twitch wants to know: will weaponized zombies attack enemy weaponized zombies? Very good question.
Typically, they don't. Now, the lane zombies will fight each other, so that's unique to attrition mode. But in the other normal multiplayer maps, the weaponized zombies don't attack each other.
Sure.
They just go straight for the humans.
GB996 wants to know if there's a survival wave-based online mode, kind of a cooperative mode, or if potentially that is something planned for the future.
So we don't have a co-op online survival mode, but it is in the single-player add-on or the full version. In the full version, you do get the solo survival mode, which takes you through several maps and several waves of zombies and different objectives unique to that mode. And there's a story that unfolds as you play through the solo survivor mode as well.
Okay, so there's a little narrative over over the survival. Cool. So you're using the crossbow here. Is this the game's version of the sniper? Is there a bona fide sniper rifle, or is this just kind of?
Yeah, there is a sniper rifle proper for sure. That's also unique to the light loadout. He's using the crossbow here, which is a for sure one-hit kill. A little bit hard to use.
There you
Load
go.
to reload.
There you go.
So and the loadouts are customizable, but in the beta, we just you won't be able to customize everything just yet. But we have pre-made loadouts for you guys to try out in the open beta. And some of the loadouts are at least for the open beta, they're locked, so you can unlock them as you increase your level. So at level 5, you'll get the second medium loadout. Is that right, or the light? I missed it. And more loadouts unlock as you go from level 5 to 10 to 15.
Yeah.
Specific to the open beta. Just so, even though you're playing an open beta, we want to give you a sense of progression, even without the full customizations available.
Level 5 will be the light loadout, 10 the medium, and 15 the heavy.
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting. And I think that kind of, well, not necessarily since that's beta specific, but we had a follow-up question from Gladius who wanted to know, do you unlock skins, weapons, perks, and such from killing enemies in certain ways, or is it just a general progression? You're in the match, you're winning, you're getting experience, and then you're unlocking stuff.
Yeah, you purchase your unlocks.
Oh,
So
okay.
you earn money at the end of a match depending on how you did, how you performed. Some of the unlocks and some of the perks and such are gated by your level.
Gotcha.
But for the most part, you will be unlocking them with
Tactical point under siege.
the money that you earn.
Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, I think in the days of original Modern Warfare, that was a really cool idea, having to perform certain things, but that creates this whole kind of design motif where some players aren't necessarily interested in the primary objective and are instead trying to, like, track down headshots for the
Oh,
shotgun
sure.
or something.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I'm a
already
fan of
certainly
kind of
a
the
lot
general
going on.
progression. Yes, right.
There's a lot
As we
to
can
worry
see.
about already.
As we can see. Great. Let's keep the questions rolling. We got a lot. Thank you guys so much. So again, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, talk to us. I will do my best. If you don't see me answer your question or ask your question, these gentlemen, go ahead and ask it again, and I'll do my very best. And again, that hashtag, if you want to tweet at us, is hashtag IGN Plays Live, and that's at IGN. All right. Twitch. We got
So let's
Venom. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, let's see if. Okay, I was gonna suggest that Sean use one of his skill streak abilities here.
Did you say skill streak? You did say skill streak.
Skill
That's
streak,
really
yes.
funny, man. I used to kind of use the term skilling spree when I was playing Roadhog in Overwatch because we all know how much skill it takes to play Roadhog. No, I do really well. All right, a question here from Venom PSN. Mike Snake 2, thank you so much for that long username. PS4 file size is, bunch of questions, I'm expecting down to the kilobyte. That's the very specific byte, how large is it?
It's sub 5 gigabytes, I believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tenacious Dave would like to know how many maps at launch.
It's a good band.
Do you think it's Tenacious D AV3? I was reading the 3
Yeah, I think
as
it's Tenacious D Avid.
interesting. That's a cool read on it.
Sorry, what was this question?
His question is how many maps at launch? And then are the maps specific to game modes, or can I come on this map and play Attrition?
Yeah, so right now there's Attrition is unique to the Attrition map.
Yeah.
And then there are 5 other maps that we won't see them all in the beta. But there are 5 other maps and several other modes that aren't included in the open beta.
Killer.
Yeah, we just want to give you a taste. Don't want to overwhelm you all just yet. And the open beta is just 5 days. So.
Cool. There you go.
So another thing I haven't talked about is that even though you can customize your loadout, primary, secondary weapons, grenades, other strategic tools, everyone gets at least 3 distractor beacons. So what this does is, I don't know if Sean's been using it, but you just throw it, it's a little beacon that blinks and makes noise, and all the zombies just kind of get distracted for a second. You can use that strategically. Because you're trying to capture a point, they're just all around you, so you just throw it, just like, get over there, you guys, like, leave me alone for a second. That's one way to use it.
Does that work on weaponized zombies?
It does not. It
Yeah,
does not.
they seem
And-
way more tenacious. They
Yeah,
just go straight
yeah.
for your face.
They just focus on killing you.
Sure.
But the neutral zombies, they're just like, they're simple-minded. They're like,
They're
oh,
chilling. They're
what's
having a
this
good
little
time. No
blinky
big deal.
thing? Yeah, and they just all kind of gather around it. So you can use it to, give yourself some space, capture a point. You can use it to kind of create a meat shield. So when people come in, they have to kind of shoot through the zombies first.
That's cool.
And if you have a PAM grenade, which affects multiple zombies at a time, you might want to throw the
Oh, the combo.
you
Get
wanna
everybody
throw the
in
distractor
center
down
and
first,
then
and
bam.
gather them all. Boom.
Nice. So there's a lot of depth that this layer of neutral zombies adds to
Oh, totally.
the
Yeah.
gameplay. That's
Yeah.
really cool. So we have a question here from AC Catastrophe. Will there be continuous, everybody wants to know this before games release, and I'm included on this, so I can't really fault this guy, but will there be continuous future DLC maps modes even after release? Will it be paid DLC or free DLC? I think when you're looking at potentially kind of investing your time into a progression-based multiplayer games as a service kind of game, you want to know what the future content looks like. So is that TBD? Do you have a post-launch plan?
Yeah, it's
What kind of
TBD, but I mean,
Sure.
the game lends itself to a ton of ideas, and there are a lot of ideas floating around, but we don't have anything official
This guy said, never mind. Uh,
I'm trying to read the Twitch chat here too.
Me too.
Were you looking at Twitch chat or YouTube?
Will this be an esports game? So let me, before I ask you that,
Okay.
because I feel like I already know your answer. The answer is, if you're a developer or publisher and somebody asks you if your game is going to be esports, if there's multiplayer, the answer is yes. mean, I don't know. I feel like there's always aspirations for esports, whether or not things like spectator modes are going to make it in. You know.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I think that's up to the community. If that's what the community wants, we want to hear about it, for sure. Again, nothing official to announce there, but I think it's going to depend. Do people just want to, you know, kind of play this outside of that context? That's fine. If that's what they want, hey, we would love to hear your feedback. Love to hear the responses and see how everyone's responding.
The YouTube sheriff has a point of feedback. He says crossbow is OP. So if you can go ahead and take care of that for him.
Is crossbows OP? You got it. It takes a while to learn.
It takes a lot of skill. I was very impressed you were doing as well as you are, because there's a travel time associated with it.
Travel time, the reload time is just. Oh.
We're on full screen. Hey, what's up?
Oh, we got to turn off the PlayStation.
This is my shirt. Check out my. This is my. I call it my captain's post. Whoop for engage.
It looks like what happened is people are just adding us on PSN because we can see everyone's usernames.
Sure. If you have an inappropriate username, go ahead and add us.
It should be okay
no longer
now.
though. GG. Good try. So at some point, I'm going to ask you guys to back out, if this is available in the beta, to back out to the progression. Dude, this chair swivels. This is great.
Yeah.
Ensign, take us away. Full impulse. Thank you. I'm going to ask you to back out to the progression so we can see stuff like guns, loadouts, things like that. But let's just keep playing for now.
Okay.
We still got a lot of time left here on IGN Plays Live. About an hour and a half. So if you have questions, we are around to answer them. That's what these guys are here for. Again, the beta coming out on the 27th. And that's for PS4, Xbox, and PC. The beta all at the same time? Wow, look at that.
So, you know, pick your console of choice, weapon of choice.
What's your, oh, here we go.
Take a look at some of the loadouts here. So again, these are all customizable. They won't be customizable in the beta, just to simplify things. So we've made a few loadouts for you guys. Some of them are locked. They are locked by level. So, you know, once you hit level 10, you'll be able to get that second loadout. But you can see there are primary weapons, secondary weapons, and attachments you can add to them. There are grenade slots, so you can select a kind of either mostly pheromone grenades that affect zombies. There are frag grenades as well, but that's not as fun as being able to control a zombie, right? But maybe someone on your team needs a frag grenade to like clear areas. So you got to work with your team on that. And there are perks and kill streaks that you can select.
A certain user whose name I can't disclose, unfortunately, on the stream made a very funny comment that says, inappropriate username? Well, I never. I wish I could tell you his username. If you're in the YouTube chat, you can see it. It's a little bit towards the bottom. We have some comments about Sean's gameplay.
Oh, no.
No, somebody said he went, Delma 5 Production says he went pro with that pistol. He did.
Thanks.
There was a time when you whiffed the crossbow, but then you made up for it.
Oh, yeah.
I was impressed with this build.
Yeah, the worst thing is to be in the middle of a reload. And you've killed everyone, but now there's zombies who are left over coming at you. And so, yeah, you need to switch to the pistol. You need to switch to your knife. You need to do something.
Paul Link.
Especially with that crossbow. It's powerful, but, I mean, it's a long reload time.
Any plans for a Switch release?
We'll consider it. Why not, right? Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe if the game goes 2D, perhaps.
I think we can put this on Switch.
Shade.
We can put this on Switch. But we have nothing official to announce.
When they announced the GPU booster pack, it's a large pack that you attach to the end of the Switch, then we can get all kinds
Is
of
it like
new
the
releases.
N64 Rumble pack?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Rumble pack, but there's a GPU in there.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a martyrdom.
Yeah.
Oh, so what's going on with Sean right now is someone's thrown a targeted grenade on him. What that means is he's now covered in some kind of zombie attractive fluid. I don't know what fluid, but they like it. And so it's just going to attract all the zombies around him.
So it doesn't necessarily turn neutral zombies into super aggro zombies for him, but they are more incentivized to back and like. Because I saw them, they did a little bit of a jaunt over. They didn't like do the crazy bum rush that these friends guys do.
Oh, I don't know that.
Well, I mean,
sure.
you made the game, so you tell me.
Yeah.
Hey, look, a guy. Do an embarrassing kill. Yeah, good job.
You killed camel shot. Nice.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's a knife fight.
2 knife kills in a row?
He's accepted.
And
Oh, you've broken the rules of the
Sorry,
duel.
man.
Wait, did he have a knife on you?
But at least he came out on top. That's
He
the
almost tried
important
to,
thing.
but...
What is Sean's current KDR? You want an overall average? So if we look at the leaderboards and the elo, we can see that he's really having a tough time landing those headshots when he's out of 30 meters. Ooh, that was really nice. Sean's doing great. Giving Sean a lot of crap. But he's
Killed by
doing
the rocks. Maybe that was Dead Alliance rock. So what are we playing here? We're playing capture and hold now. So there's 3 points of interest. Obviously, you want to hold them, and at any control points you hold, it'll start racking up points for your team. So the more you control, the faster your points will go up. And there's 3, so you just got to figure out between you and your team members how you're going to hold at least 2 or 3 at a time. So.
Tactical point under
So those
siege.
things keep getting under attack. You're gonna have to move to like capture a different point. So
Friendly scouts reporting in.
Cool. The Flea wants us to go over pricing again for separate pricing options.
Oh,
So
yeah,
they're-
sure.
they're- Go ahead.
so the full game is $39.99. If you don't want the full game, you just want to do the multiplayer only. The multiplayer version is $24.99. But even if you go that route and later on you decide, hey, I want to be able to do
Embarrassing. I'm the worst.
offline bots, or you want to be able to play the solo survival mode with a story attached to it, you can always upgrade and get the single player upgrade for $19.99. But the
Nice.
value is going to be in the full game.
I don't
at
want to skip
$39.
over what just happened about 30 seconds ago. you killed a guy, and then it said you killed yourself somehow. I don't even know how that happened. Was it a
Did you
grenade?
kill yourself?
Were you-
What I killed him, and when I killed him, his projectile was still in the air, the crossbow projectile, and so the way the game registered it,
Oh,
it
yeah.
said I was
It's a-
suicide,
it's
even
a
though he
bug.
killed me. Yeah.
killed yourself.
Yeah. So the game, this is beta,
Alpha supply
so you're
station
going to have
online.
little things like that.
Nice. Thank you.
But that's cool because that guy didn't get the credit for killing you.
That's
Right.
good.
Yeah.
For now.
Gotta
Thank you, Chriso. Chriso just
there it
answered
was.
some questions there in the chat. That's very nice. On Twitch. Let's head over to Twitter or YouTube.
Yeah, thanks, Christo, for reminding people. Open beta, July 27th.
Tornado Gamer says, "Gotta go.
31st.
Bye, guys. See ya." Thanks for stopping by.
Halftime.
Ranky says, "Hook me up and I'll promote this game to all my friends." That's a very interesting offer. Like, how small can a micro influencer be to justify a copy of the game? 5 people, 4 people. I think there's something to be said for that. That's interesting.
Talk to our
We're
agent.
losing Charlie.
Another guy said, "Hook me up." People want this game.
All right, so John's using the medium loadout here. This is good in between of everything. Not as fast as the light loadout, not as durable as the heavy, but he can still dish out a lot of damage, move around pretty quickly, and seems to be doing well, much better actually.
Enemy
Good
scouts
stuff.
in your area.
I was enjoying the crossbow gameplay. Crossbow
Yeah,
and
the
controller
crossbow
stuff.
is cool.
Yeah.
So, but it's hard. But if someone wants to be a master crossbower or whatever,
Sure.
go for it. It's gonna take a little bit of practice to get to Sean's level.
to get to the Walking Dead
a
level.
nice mediocre level.
Enemy PAM deployed.
So is that
Alpha
PAM,
supply station
PAM?
online.
Yeah.
Yes. Pheromone attractor Molotov, I believe is what it's. What we,
That's
we're
an
calling
interest.
it.
That's a
It's just
very
easier to just
interesting
say
acronym.
PAM, yeah.
Sure.
So something I like to do with the PAM grenade, and we'll see if Sean can pull this off.
Sure.
Is again, you can pick a different. You only have one grenade. So you have the PAM grenade. You
Tactical
use
point
it.
under attack.
You have nothing else to control the zombies with, in terms of a projectile. But when you kill somebody, they drop all of their ammo, and if they haven't used their grenade, you can pick one
Tactical
up.
point under siege.
So the fun thing to do that I like doing, sometimes I like doing high-risk things instead of being tactical. I like to gather a group of zombies, throw a PAM grenade, and just follow them, and kind of like back them up. So as they run for the enemies, and hopefully they kill an enemy, you get a weaponized zombie kill, pick up another PAM grenade, and start
Tactical point under siege.
and throw it at some more zombies, and just see how much of a horde you can build up, and you can just create this like.
Kind of a Katamari Damacy thing.
Yeah, exactly. And it just keeps killing people, and you just keep picking up more PAM grenades and keep getting more zombies. So let's see if Sean could ever do it.
I'm
like,
trying to
change-
see.
Good news, everybody. Tornado Gamer is back in the chat. He was gone for about a minute. He said
Oh.
he had to go, but now he's back.
Back.
And he asked, what did he miss? So I'm going to pose a question to you, Tornado Gamer. What do you think PAM grenade stands for? I hope you missed just that segment. Tell us, and we'll let you know if you were correct or not. Let's check it out.
We'll throw that question to everyone
We
who
use
missed it.
Rick's pistol. Zombies, man. So this game in stream right now, will it run PS4 Pro? And actually, I wanted to go back to another question that I'm not sure who proposed this, but I'm about to Destin Legary live on stream, just like you did to the Bungie developers. Will you have dedicated servers for multiplayer?
Yeah, that's what we're running on right now.
Oh,
So-
there you go. All right, well done. That's the correct answer.
Point under attack.
If you don't have dedicated servers for multiplayer, there's no good way to answer that question, unfortunately. Try as publishers and developers might. It's a tough question.
Will it run on
nailed it.
PS4 Pro? Yeah, you'll get more stable frame rates on PS4 Pro. I was a little bit disappointed that we showed up here and we're running on a PS4 regular.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
RTB for DB.
Yeah, so I was hoping we could run on Pro.
Regular upgrades.
Unfortunately, we're not doing that today. But yes, of course, if you have a PS4 Pro, this game will run on it. And
Frame rate is key, I have to say. And nobody understands that better than a PC gamer, let me tell you. Playing the Destiny 2 beta has been painful for me.
all right, so what are we going to play now? I think we're going to go back to Attrition. That was a few maps ago, so we'll do Attrition again.
Okay, cool.
So
Back to the,
for folks who just joined, Attrition,
So let's see. Real quick, we have the
Yeah.
Presidio Pier 70, and then the Attrition mode. This is the Attrition mode, so 3 maps, including the Attrition mode for beta.
for the open beta, yeah.
Right. And then launch, are we looking to expand those or potentially post-launch?
Yes, there'll be a few more modes and a few more maps available in the full game.
Great.
Yeah.
Destroy the
Very
enemy
cool.
strongholds and clear a path for our zombies.
Yes,
Going back to the crossbow.
Oh,
Ballsy
yeah.
play. I like it.
So for those who just joined, the Attrition mode is kind of our MOBA-esque mode here, and so these are lane zombies that are automatically on your side. They're just going to run toward the enemy base. That's a jungle zombie, I think. Yeah, that was a stage 3 jungle zombie.
Babadook.
Yeah.
That guy was terrifying.
So
The enemy's capturing our forward
yeah, so there's
stronghold.
some of them are like really aggressive, these neutral zombies, and some of them just wander around and they just get in your way. So you see Sean just like knifing them. It's more like get out of my way kind of thing.
This guy's real
This guy,
tactical.
that guy
in spite
didn't
of
see me
getting
come.
bashed in the back of the head by a
Capturing
zombie.
the enemy
Yeah.
stronghold.
Was he? I can tell if he was doing a little shade there with the crouching.
I
or,
think so,
Or maybe
yeah.
he was just being tactical. I don't know.
I think he was trolling Sean a little bit there. Then he got hit in the back of the head by a jungle zombie.
That's what you get, man.
So sometimes the jungle zombies will wander into the main lanes, and if you kill them, you actually get a health buff
Oh, Austin Carey has a really good question that we haven't answered yet. So when is the beta, guys?
that we haven't answered. That's fine. He just came. That's fine. It's all
It's
good.
the 27th. You can check it out on PS4, on Xbox One, or PC. And again, open beta. So jump in there, check it out.
Yeah,
No
it's
cost to
free.
you.
Thursday through Monday.
Free games,
I
man.
have eyes on target area.
I love this. Meta World Mad says Stage 3 Jungle Zombie sounds like an 80s hardcore band.
Reinforcements needed to finish the job.
How do you know it isn't?
Frenzied Zulus deployed.
And then full game launches on August 29th, correct?
Yeah.
Enemy
That's right,
PAMs
August
gather
29th.
your area.
Yeah. So the Sean is here working through some of the. Oh, that's. So this is the one of the blinding. This is actually a kill streak ability.
Vape zombie?
Yeah, it's a kill streak ability that forces everyone to start vaping and then you just can't see. But it is
only,
indeed a
guys.
kill streak ability that you use. So you can select that as part of your custom loadout. Once you rack up enough kills, you can use it, deploy it in a certain area. Everyone gets blinded temporarily. Again, it just forces everyone in that area to start vaping.
Paul Linky, correct. That was he was disrespecting him when that was a minute ago. Jurassic Rabbit, I wonder who that could be. Sounds like a nerd. Is there any single player content?
Yeah.
That's our producer.
Yeah, totally. For the single player mode, you can play a solo survival mode, which is a completely different mode altogether. There's some story attached to it. It takes you through several different maps with a lot of waves of zombies with different objectives unique to that mode. So you get several hours of progression in the single player mode. You can also play offline with bots. And again, those modes are available in the full game or in the single player upgrade if you decide to first do the multiplayer route.
Nice. Expect to answer that at least 10 more times.
Yeah.
The game is over.
That's fine. That's what we're here for.
Austin Carey says, thanks, fam. No problem, dude. Anytime. That is what we're here for. Yeah, I get a lot of reactions in the chat from either like.
So someone says, doesn't seem like the zombies can hurt you though. That's from Ninja
That seems not true to
CW.
me.
That's because I'm super good.
It's partly because Sean is good. Oh, here he goes vaping again.
Bad time, dude.
Part of it
This
is
lasts
you
a
might
long
be seeing.
time. I'd like to point that.
Oh yeah,
it's
well that's why it's a kill
debilitating.
streak ability, right? And there he's dead.
Austin Carey, what do
kills.
you think a PAM grenade is? Tell us. He asked what a PAM grenade is. Let's not say what the acronym is. We'll say what it does to help you potentially guess the name, but what it does is you throw it down, and it kind of enrages zombies against your
Multiple
enemy.
zombies, yeah.
Right, multiple enemies. So you can throw an attractor down, get a bunch of zombies in a tight little area, throw a PAM grenade, which of course stands for, let us know in the chat. I will read all the answers I'm allowed to read. It's got to be...
Yeah, so let me go back to this zombies don't seem to hurt you question, because I totally get it. When people see zombie shooter, they expect like the zombies to just like overwhelm you, like in many games that we played. In this game, the zombies are a little bit more neutral. Some of them are slower, some of them are more aggressive. That's true. But where the real danger is when the enemies weaponize them against you, or vice versa, and then that's when these zombies go real crazy. So, for example, you throw a grenade, a pheromone grenade at a zombie. His attack power increases. He goes into rage, and he starts running to the closest enemy, really attacks them. And it only takes one to really kill you if you're not careful.
Some really good answers in the chat for this PAM grenade thing. I'm
What are we
looking
getting?
for ones I can read, though. I'm gonna keep waiting. The chat is very creative.
Yeah.
The flea is close. The flea is very close. I don't know if you were watching the flea, but very good guess. Phenomenal arm mass, says Mitch. Yes, that is correct. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna let this play out. The chat is.
Someone has
awesome.
an idea for a ham grenade.
Ham grenade. Hard as Molotov grenade.
Or maybe just ham,
Sure.
you know?
Oh yeah, you actually just throw ham.
Just attract the humans instead of the
Enemy
zombies.
scouts in your area. Enemy scouts reporting your position.
Out of delicious ham. Oh, this is great. Endless Dream 9 says, I think a ham grenade is made out of delicious ham. What zombie could resist that? I know. Well, actually, like, if zombies ate ham, this whole scenario would be...
We wouldn't be in the mess that
Yeah.
we're in right now. If they
Yeah.
ate ham.
Redirect
good.
resources before another is lost.
Ham grenade.
All right, Sean, you gotta like stop dying because
I know, it's getting...
this is attrition mode. Every time you die, your respawn timer increases.
Oh my god.
Now he's at respawning at 17, so 17 seconds.
Forward stronghold in jeopardy. Rush to defend.
17 seconds is a long time for we're live streaming IGN here. We're just sitting here looking at the screen. So you gotta try.
Dang.
hard.
What
Okay,
was this? Oh, okay, because we're playing Attrition.
Because
and it
it's playing
has
Attrition.
exponentially increasing respawn time.
Yes.
Cool.
You're right. So it's attrition, specific to attrition mode. Your spawn timer will increase with each death.
Great question here from Ninja for the win, or maybe it's just Ninja TW. How do you tell the other team? All I see are teammates and zombies. It's the outline, correct?
So the other team, they look like soldiers. They have red name handles on top of them. Like there goes one.
There you go, right there. Your friendly teammate would have a green
Yeah.
outline.
You're seeing a lot of teammates because I'm dying a lot, so...
Good
And-
question, though. Thank you very much.
And the zombies that are highlighted or outlined usually have been affected by a pheromone.
So we talked about progression, but Chips and Twitch brings up another awesome point. Are there a lot of character customization options in terms of your actual character model? Or is it,
Cosmetically, it just goes as far as the guns. So some of the upgrades that your gun has, it'll be apparent, like a new scope or a silencer. You can pick skins for your guns. So cosmetic customization they just revolve around the weapons themselves.
Meta World Matt, not sure if I can read this based on the connotation, but I like it if it's based on zombies. Pam Grenade standing for punch and munch. Throw the grenade, the zombies, like punching and munching your brains.
I think we'll go with that.
Can you go prone? Asks Cringy Dad Gaming. Great name.
How do you what?
Can you go prone?
Oh, prone? No, yeah, you can crouch for better aim and stuff like that. But
And for some post-skill flair.
yeah,
If you're
but you don't want to be laying it down anywhere in this game. I don't think, unless you find a really nice sweet spot.
Unless you have some ham.
Get some ham.
All around you.
But there's just
You're okay.
zombies everywhere, and they're continually spawning, hundreds of them, right? So you never really feel safe if you're standing in one spot. Even if you've cleared the enemy team, there's like, you just turned around, there's zombies, you know.
Sure. Question here again from Ninja TW. This is something we've gone over, but no problem going over again. What is the objective in the attrition mode? What are the other PvP modes? Let's answer the first question. Just give people kind of a general overview who are just tuning into what attrition is.
Oh yeah, totally. So attrition is a really unique mode. It's like a MOBA. It takes a lot of cues from being a MOBA. Like you need to destroy the enemy base, but before that you need to go down different lanes and capture and destroy certain points before you can take out the enemy base. There are lane zombies that fight for you and for the enemy. There are optional objectives in the middle lane that gives you buffs. We can talk through it again when the next time we come into the attrition
Great.
map. But I think it's a really unique mode for.
And then the other modes are King of the Hill and Capture and Hold. Capture and Hold being a multiple point King of the Hill map.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. And then in the full game, there's also team deathmatch and free for all, and a few other maps to play on as well. So we're gonna play Pier 70, King of the Hill. So King of the Hill, again, it's just usually 1 point. It's just 1 point of interest, so everything's gonna be crowded around there. Pier 70 is cool. I like it because it's kind of close quarters, and you tend to get a lot of zombies aggregating in different spots, so it can be really fun. Sean, maybe you can try to get that zombie train going.
Importantly, will there be a Pier 39 map with zombie seals?
That zombie seals.
If
That'll be
anybody
fun.
lives in San Francisco, they're going to laugh at that if people aren't familiar with that.
We'll look into that.
Okay, cool. That could be my contribution to this game.
Zombie seals. Weaponized seals.
Weaponized seals. All right. There was a question here. There's two great questions. Jose Garcia, is the game going to be on console? Yes, we're actually playing on PS4 right now. It'll also be on Xbox One. I assume Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, and then it's finally coming to PC.
PC as well, yeah. And it's all simultaneous release. So.
Sure. And simultaneous beta. Can we buy the guns we want? Now, that question, it's important to distinguish that this is an in-game currency, not
yes, sorry.
Currency that you're paying for.
Yes, this is a premium game. This is a premium game, and so the unlocks you're purchasing with money you earn in-game. So in-game currency, you unlock through, so you get money at the end of each round depending on how well you perform. I'm not sure how rich or poor Sean is right now based on his performance, but as you unlock money, as you get more money at the end of each round, you can buy upgrades, buy weapons, buy skins, buy perks.
Some of those weapons being gated by your level.
And some of them are gated by level,
right.
yes. Cool. And actually, when you if you pre-order the game digitally, you'll actually get the Rapid Dominance bundle, which comes with several.
That's a crazy name.
Rapid Dominance. It's exactly descriptive. That's exactly what you can do. Is when you buy, you have Rapid Dominance because you get. You get
that. Is that like satire on yourself, or?
No. Look, so you get
immediate power.
You get
bundle.
3 custom loadouts, and with those custom loadouts, you get early unlocks. So like some of the weapons in those custom loadouts will be unlocked for you. It'll save you several hours of playtime before having to buy that gun. So
cool.
You get custom skins, custom perks and abilities. So you get that with the pre-order, and if you buy retail, it just comes in the day one edition.
Great questions coming from the YouTube chat, and actually too fast for me to keep up.
I'll try to look at some.
Jared Blackwell says, will there be a sniper rifles in the game? Yes, there's a crossbow with a scope, in addition to like an STD or Dragunov.
I'm not using it because I'm really bad at it. I tried earlier, and it was pretty rough.
Oh, I mean, this is another great example of like how zombies are kind of bending the archetype of the game a little bit. Zom10 says, will zombies reduce the amount of campers that usually appear in the FPS? A little bit ago we were talking about prone. You said no prone in the game because this is not a game.
Yeah, you can crouch and things like that, but the zombies keep coming out, and they keep spawning. They just kind of spawn out of nowhere, and so you never feel completely safe. Even if you just done a team kill, you turn around, there's probably zombies. Look at this guy. Some of those zombies aren't even weaponized, and they're just like swarming him, And so, all right, here, let's get the zombie train going. If you can pick up more grenades.
Vape bin.
Oh no.
So you got the
It's like somebody just pulled your eyes out of your socket.
I know.
This is one
terrifying.
of the perks.
Oh, there you go.
And then you wake up. I'm surprised you didn't die.
I know.
But yeah, camping is going to be hard. You may find a sweet spot somewhere, but man, you got to worry about humans and zombies here.
Sure. Jose Garcia, will there be single player? Yes, it's something we've gone over and we'll probably talk about again. But there is a
solo survivor mode
right.
with some narrative attached to it,
and then kind of this mode but with bots.
Yeah.
How many guns are in the game with Will?
How many guns?
So are you counting sidearms? That's the main question. Let's say primary weapon.
There should be 6 primary weapons. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's like M4, AK, Dragunov.
6 primary weapons.
M249,
7.
M60. Did I get them all?
Sorry.
I think I just named them all.
Yeah.
Such a pro. Will you be able to play as a zombie? Stray Roads asked.
No, you can't play as a zombie. That's an interesting idea.
There's this game called Left 4 Dead that did that. I think. Not a lot of people played that game. Almost nobody.
Your target details sent to your GPS
Uh,
locator.
Going. Lots of activity in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Again, YouTube chat, we're checking you out right now. I'll jump back over to Twitch. And again, Twitter at IGN with the hashtag IGN Plays Live. If you have a question you 100% need answered, because that will get read.
Maintain defensive perimeter at target.
How do you know when a zombie is weaponized? As Tornado Gamer, I can answer this one. There's this kind of like particle telegraph effect going around their head. They also get an outline, either green. They're friendly, red. They're an enemy, and so on. Briefly there.
I appreciate that. You know, like people have been paying attention to this stream, so now they're answering questions for us. So, to
Yeah,
you guys
thank
who are
you guys
answering
so much.
questions for other people, awesome guys. Thank you so much.
And of course, you will all receive an in-game incentive for.
You can pay for it. Yeah, we'll do that.
Um,
Is the beta for PS4 and Xbox? Yes, most definitely. We're playing on PS4 right now.
Objective secure.
It's also on Xbox and PC. So
Cool. And so it should be stated, and there, I mean, obviously we're all kind of hip to the fact that there are two kinds of betas. There's kind of a promotional check it out beta, and I think that's would be fair to classify what this beta is. There's about a month or so until the actual game release. But what are we looking at in terms of post-launch, not necessarily content, but post-launch bug fixes, patches, maybe some like...
totally.
Yeah, is that something that you guys are planning to
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, totally. And you know, this is the first time, obviously, we're getting the game out to the masses in the wild. And so, you know, we're going to be paying attention to people's feedback. We're going to be paying attention to how the servers are doing, how people are playing the game. And so, you know, we're going to continue to polish and really make this a great experience for everyone. To make sure that you have a great experience on day one. And
Success is imminent.
Yep. Greg Starr, potentially the best comment of the stream so far. I hope Patrick Starr is in this game. I wish Patrick Starr was in every game. I really did. I wish this surprised Patrick Starr. Ninja TW is the beta for PS4 and Xbox One. Yes, that's correct. AC Catastrophes taking a question that I would take straight out of one of my interviews. What are you most excited for the community to engage most in this game? What are you excited to see once this gets out into the wild? What are some of the variables that you are still unsure about how players are going to react to?
Well, I kind of want to see how people use all the tools and the combination of it. You know, like I gave an example earlier, just using distractors to bring all the zombies together, using them as a meat shield, but then also throwing a PAM grenade so that you have a huge horde going. But I'm curious to see, one, you know, how people end up using the tools and what kind of like creative things that they can do. And then I kind of want to see how attrition works out too.
Totally.
You know, see how people play that and what strategies they can come up with.
Thank you to AC Catastrophe for that. That was an excellent question. Good stuff.
Are we so Ninja TW is asking, are we releasing the game on disc or digital only? So it's available PS4, Xbox One, PC, and on consoles it's available digitally and at retail. So for those of you guys who just really like getting your hands on something, you can walk into your favorite retailer and pick up the game. Day one edition comes with the same bonuses that you would get if you pre-ordered digitally.
That's nice. I appreciate that. You know, there have been games that I've played, or rather not played, because I've missed some kind of incentive.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
this really
yeah.
weird OCD about it, which is funny because I do not often pre-order games. Did you answer this, Ninja TW? Releasing the full game on disc? Will there be a physical release? Okay, great, awesome.
Full game on disc.
Paul Link.
Is there a melee animation?
Paul Link trolling the chat very well. I just want to give a shout out. Thanks for trolling my chat.
Excuse me. Yeah, there's melee animation. You slice the zombies. Sometimes you do a special execution. Sean's been doing that. He's been doing that a lot in a defensive way. He's also just been killing zombies who are just like in his way and not harming anybody. So you can keep watching for that. He's going to keep doing it.
So it's a really good like neck slice too. It's kind of more like a mouth slice.
Move to the position on your GPS locator
Hit him where it
immediately.
counts, I guess.
Hold that location.
Paul Link asks, never heard of Left 4 Dead. Is it a Dreamcast game? It's actually
Yes.
for the Panasonic 3DS.
Oh,
Not a lot of people know that. And you can, of course, melee other players as well.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
appears to be an instant kill.
Yeah, earlier Sean meleeed, knife killed a guy who wasn't paying attention, and then he was going to have a knife fight with another guy, but he pulled out his pistol instead. Because, well, this is post-apocalyptic world.
And
no
also,
rules,
you're on a stream.
no
You gotta get
honor.
those skills. That would have
Yeah.
been. It would have been too
Exactly.
embarrassing, I think, to continue.
Yeah.
Scarlet Speedster on YouTube would like to know. So the beta is open. That's correct. Yeah, it's open beta, and that's from the 27th to the
31st.
31st.
So that's
There you go.
Thursday through Monday. The show 38 says, "I love the separate price just for multiplayer." Yeah, you're welcome. We understand there are
Yeah.
different kinds of players, so we want to make sure everyone can get the game that they want.
Yeah, that's definitely a move because I would definitely buy the multiplayer. And I think I mean, that's if I had the option to buy just multiplayer in most games, I think that would probably be.
Interesting. I love multiplayer games, but at the same time, like sometimes I just want to play by myself, just because I don't know the stage that I'm at. I got a baby, I got a family.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I play late at night.
Well,
and it's
this
just,
seems fairly. I mean, maybe it's not, but this seems fairly drop in, drop out.
yeah, no, for sure. And so yeah, we understand there are different types of gamers, so we just want to take care of everyone.
Tornado Gamer, amazing comment. The Easter egg in the game should be you can fight a giant Easter egg. How has nobody
Lots
thought
of
of that?
creative ideas around here, you know.
You guys should just have a focus group with a chat.
Yes.
You got some good
Sorry,
stuff.
we got to find a way to work in Patrick Star. We got to find a way to work in
The giant
an
Easter egg.
Easter egg.
The ham. The
Uh,
ham.
The ham.
Ham
Gotta get the
grenade.
ham
We gotta
out.
find- yeah.
Uh, is the game worldwide or is it region specific?
You mean multiplayer?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Well, the game certainly is launching worldwide,
Cool.
so everyone's gonna, no matter where you are, you're gonna be able to pick up the game. We play is it cross region? That I'm not certain. It might not be, but hit me up later. I'll get that quick answer for you if that's important.
Cool. Jared Blackwell, I'm on Xbox One. When does the beta come out? 27th. How can I get it? You can buy it for $29.99 or $39.99, correct?
$24.99. If
$24.99,
you're just a
just for the
pure
multiplayer.
multiplayer, you can
Right.
do $24.99. If you want the full experience, it's $39 altogether. But let's say you decide I just want the multiplayer, strapped for cash, or that's all I really want. You buy that, and then later on you're like, man, I want to do some solo stuff. You can upgrade. There is an upgrade path. Although the value is in getting it home.
Metalworld Matt says, you have a baby. Will you be letting your baby play this? I'd like to introduce this title to my 3-year-old. Seems kind of friendly. They must learn of the coming apocalypse. You know, it's funny. So we have a show called the IGN show, which is on Disney XD, and I'm primarily a shooter guy. I kind of,
So you're gonna be bringing this game there, right?
perhaps, I
Disney XD.
crest that hill long ago in terms of like violence and I don't know. It's intrinsic to games.
Yeah.
And so many games. We had an editor, Lucy O'Brien, who wrote about the dissonance between shooting because it's such a good mechanic, right? So it's really easy to rely on it. That
Totally.
makes sense in a game like this that is gameplay first. But in something like Uncharted, that's your primary way of interacting with the world, and yet Nathan Drake's character is at odds with that. But
Yeah,
anyway,
he's murdered, hundreds
being-
of thousands of people over the course of his life.
I've kind of had to been worried about what's on screen for the first time in my career, and it's weird. 'Cause I'm like, look at this killer headshot. Oh my god, it's so good. And they're like,
Yeah.
can we not show that? And I'm like, but
Yeah,
good.
my baby is only like just a year old, so I was playing this over the weekend. She was watching me. I'm kind of thinking, yeah, she won't understand, right? But
Oh.
there might be therapy bills down the line. I don't know.
There's
I wouldn't
the
recommend
whole
playing with your own
subconscious.
baby. Don't be like me. Be better.
well, if your baby's good at the game, then you can totally play.
Oh yeah, she'll play with a controller. She thinks she's doing stuff.
Sure.
So
I used to do that with my baby cousin. I used to like give him one N64 controller and then play single player GoldenEye.
yeah. The thing is with the PlayStation controller is that she'll accidentally press the home.
Oh,
button and just mess
no.
everything up. I'm like, no,
Oh,
baby.
no.
With the N64 controller, you just unplug it, right, and just let them imagine they're doing something. Oh, my boss is calling me.
Oh man, that's a really interesting ethical dilemma. Do you pick it up? Do you not? Let's see. Let's see how Andrew reacts.
Decide. I must decide on a live stream. He knows I'm here.
You're running out of
This
time.
seems like an emergency.
You should probably take it.
I don't know. Maybe I'm sure he'll contact me.
I don't
some
think we have
other
a
way,
protocol
right?
for this, Mitch. Right? I don't know.
I feel like
I don't.
There could also be.
It's okay,
there's
it's
this
still
cool thing-
ringing.
There's
I
this
still
thing
have
called
to
a
pick
text message that some phones have.
Oh, I took too long to decide.
All right. Well, there you go.
Okay.
And you're
Yeah,
fired.
you're fired, exactly.
It's possible that
It's
that's
over.
what this calls for. I probably said a ton of things I should not have said on stream. No text message. That's a good sign.
Well,
You
while
better
you
check
freak
that
out,
Slack.
I'm going to answer some questions on Twitch. David Lechois. I totally butchered that. But anyway, can anyone play the open beta? Gandalf cannot because he's a fictional character. But yeah, just about everybody else. Everybody except for Gandalf can play this open beta.
Including Patrick Starr.
Including Patrick Starr. He is real.
Yep.
Ninja TW, what exactly is the single player? Is it a full campaign or is it way based? So there's two modes. There's kind of what we've seen, King of the Hill, maybe capture and hold bots, and then there is a survival mode that has a light narrative, correct?
Yeah. So you can play all the multiplayer modes with bots if that's your thing. If it's late at night, you can't find someone to play with. I don't know. You just came home at 3 a.m. or something like that. Hopefully that's not the case. But yeah, you can play with bots if that's your thing. But there's also like a solo mode where it's narrative driven. There's different waves. Takes you through different unique objectives that are part of that solo campaign. And we have an AK.
This is,
Yeah,
this
we
is
got
the
it.
best one.
We got it.
Yeah.
I want to see that. I want to see the M60 before the stream is over. I don't know how long it takes to unlock
It should,
the
yeah, we
M60.
should get it.
I think you unlock this at level 10.
Yeah,
So,
so
so
I'm
yeah,
there already.
so as part of the open beta, we're not allowing you to do all the full customizations yet. But what we do allow, what we have instead is we've made some custom loadouts and we've level gated them. So you have some sense of progression,
Sure.
even in an open beta. And so Sean has just unlocked the AK custom loadout, and I think that's your favorite weapon. Apparently, that's your favorite weapon.
I mean, yeah. I'm an AK guy. Although, well, I don't know. The M60 is pretty awesome too.
Yeah.
Especially if you can take like the belt and hold it on your own. And hit nothing.
Apparently, I think some people in chat are getting confused. They're saying that you need to buy the game for the beta. Correction. Not sure where that came from, but the beta is completely free.
It's free.
We've been talking about
Open beta.
Open beta
For free.
It's for free. It starts on Thursday to Monday, so that's the 27th to the 31st. Yeah, free to download. PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC. No purchase necessary. It's not part of any pre-order incentive. Nope. It's just for everyone.
Check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
Dr. Glip Glop, wubba-dubba-dub-dub. Wubba-lubba-dub-dub. Excuse me. Andrew, how do you play the open beta? So it's just going to be on the PSN storefront. What about PC? Where are we going to?
PC is on Steam. Sorry.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's on Steam, so you can find it there.
That little platform. Yeah, that's like the.
I think
good
some
job.
people have heard of it.
Good job. I'm happy you guys didn't go with your own proprietary platform.
Oh yeah.
That would have been a bad move.
No, again, we're just trying to get this to as many people as possible. Let them play it, give them a taste, and let them decide for themselves.
Man, AC Catastrophe with the killer questions. He's really nailing these. Will we see a platinum trophy or trophies at all for the game? And echo that across all platforms.
Yep.
Xbox achievements, Steam achievements.
Yep, there is a platinum on the game, so I know that's important to a lot of people. It's important to me.
I don't
So-
get it personally.
so
Yeah.
for sure,
but,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I got sucked into it,
Really? It's like a thing.
It didn't used to be a thing, and then just one day, I just decided it was a thing, and then now I won't play on any other platform where there's like, it's
Gotta
like,
get
oh, I gotta stay in the ecosystem.
What a
Um,
crazy, weird.
Yeah, they got me.
The only time I was ever into achievements was like WoW achievements because it came with a mount or something.
Yeah,
some, like,
exactly.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
title or something. But
It became too much. Like, there's just so many achievements, and so you only go for the ones that came with some reward.
yeah, exactly. Well, there are some people who get them all. I don't know.
Man, I don't know how people get up with that stuff.
Yeah, I lost years of my life already. I'm not sure. They lost. Cool. Oh, here's an interesting question, and I imagine this would be kind of a future post-launch kind of deal. But is there a rank mode so teammates can yell at me for playing Junkrat from falling? Man, Junkrat's great.
There's no rank mode at the moment. We just have leaderboards, just so you can see how you do compared to everyone else that you're playing with.
Kevin Copeland would like to know if this game has pentagrams in it. Of course, Diablo 3 opting to remove the pentagrams and religious imagery, but what about your game?
No pentagrams. There's no
Interesting,
sorcery here. The source of the infection is scientific. It's a biological warfare experiment gone wrong. Kind
Perhaps
of
to
thing,
you,
so.
that's not how I choose to interpret it. But, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So we are, again, playing... This is Attrition, correct?
Yeah, this is attrition mode. So this is like the MOBA-esque mode here. Sean and his team are trying to destroy the enemy base, but before that, they have to destroy at least two sites before they get there. And there's 2 lanes that they can choose to go down. And then there's also a middle lane that's just what we're calling the jungle. where neutral zombies are.
Can we explore the jungle?
Yeah,
Welcome to the
let's
jungle.
go.
let's do
in
it
there.
right now,
I don't think we've
actually.
seen it yet.
So in the jungle,
Show me
There are-
Baron.
there's there's what do you call it? There's an objective there that if you capture it, your entire team will get a health buff. Each jungle zombie that you kill will grant you a health buff that you'll keep until you die. And the zombies here are neutral.
Oh, interesting. So it's capture based. Do
Yeah,
the zombies kind of start wandering at you while you're capturing?
They'll
this,
start
or-
wandering towards you. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, there we go.
So these are
Close to
stage 3 zombies, so they're pretty dangerous, and they hurt a lot. But you can also use your pheromone grenades too. Oh my god, dude.
Sean opting
Pheromone grenade, pheromone
Sean
grenade.
opting to use a pistol against the stage 3 zombies. An interesting
out of
play.
ammo.
Yeah.
Let's see how it works out for you guys.
So the cool thing is, oh, geez, that zombie
I know.
was not smart. So one of the perks that Sean equipped was his character will drop a PAM grenade when he dies. So when those zombies killed him, he actually turned them all.
But that one just didn't really
That
have any
one
brain
was
cells
not so
left.
bright. Yeah, he
Yeah,
just got
you
knifed
know.
in the back.
They are zombies, man. You can't really fault them.
Yeah.
That's just the most brilliant design hook for zombies. If they're
What is?
if they're derpy or just not performing correctly, it's like, yeah, dude, they're zombies.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. What do you want? Yeah, that's why like a lot of times people just kill them just because they're in their way. They won't even like go around them. Just like just,
Get out of here, you stinking zombies.
yeah, but
Right.
I think that's a pretty cool perk though, the one that drops the PAM grenade on death, because you stand a chance to like get back at your killer. For one. Another strategy is to just be like, you know what? I'm done for. I have no more ammo. I'm just gonna run into this swarm of zombies, die, and then turn them all and have them start going into a frenzy attack. There's lots of different ways to utilize that. It looks like we've captured at least 2 of the enemy base points, capture points, and now we can actually attack the final nexus, so to speak. Let's see if Sean can
Come on, clutch
come
it.
out on top.
Yeah, nice. Good double kill. That was good.
Well
done. Well done. Incredibly enthusiastic answer there coming from Sean, our
Who's that?
Dead Alliance expert, gameplay master. So there is ammunition in this game. That
Yeah.
is interesting. So it's not just infinite reloads.
Oh no,
No,
yeah,
and then when
yeah. You have ammo. You can run out, but when you kill an enemy, they'll drop their ammo box, and they'll potentially drop their grenade as well. So you only get one Z-mod grenade at any one time. So when you use it, you may have no other tool to manipulate the zombies. But if you kill a guy, you might be able to pick up their grenade and then keep going on that run.
Sure. Hey, let's talk about performance for a second. A lot of comments and performance on chat. We are playing on a PS4. You were saying that you can expect better frame rates on the PS4 Pro.
Yes.
I would imagine you can expect even much better frame rates on a PC.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
It's what you would kind of expect from the different tiers of consoles that exist out there now. Like I said, I was a little disappointed to show up, and we're only on a regular PS4, but that's okay.
Should have brought my home ring in.
No,
SLI.
it's fine. I think people understand.
36 gigs of RAM.
Jeez.
It might be 32. Yeah, got a liquid cooled CPU. It's my entire life. That's my car basically. That's my Grease Lightning.
Yeah, so you'll get some better performance on the Pro, and this is also the beta we're looking at right now too. So you'll see some bugs and glitches here and there.
His own asks, why are enemy players potatoes? I think that's because your studio's boss saw that Sean was doing pretty good, but he could do better. And the easiest way to have that happen is not have your QA folks shoot at him. That's every demo of all time.
or I'm just really, really
I
good.
think it's probably the latter.
Okay, someone's playing on my account right now back at the office,
Oh, man.
and they're not
You're
doing really
mad.
well. You're making me look real
Mad.
bad.
I hope
Who's playing on my account?
I hope launch wipes the stats because your perfect KDA
Messing
has
up
been
my
ruined.
kill-death ratio. Yeah,
Saint
we're gonna have to wipe that.
MG16 is it an open beta? Yes, it's an open beta. Yes, it's free, and it is on July 27th. Correct? Yeah.
Yep. Open beta. No purchase necessary. You don't have to pre-order. It's open to everyone. So play it for yourself. Try it out. If you like it, pre-orders are available already. Full game comes out August 29th.
Cool. Question here. Mandy Lane wants to know how big are the maps? I suppose like Pier 70, a much more claustrophobic,
Yes, this one's pretty
CQB-oriented
claustrophobic.
map.
Mhm.
What was the other one that we were seeing that was not Attrition? Because Attrition seems pretty big. for the sake of-
Attrition is big as well. Presidio is also kind of big. How big are the maps? I mean, I don't know how to tell you in terms of pixel count or square footage, but it's pretty big. It's big enough to hold 4v4 plus hundreds of zombies. So
You should really have those square footage stats prepared. Look at these guys. Yes, they have been told. The QA lead has cracked the whip and said, "Stop shooting." Isaac S says,
Oh my gosh.
"Shout me out! It's my birthday. Happy birthday!" I can't sing
Can you
that.
sing
That's
that?
copyrighted.
I'm pretty. Yeah, it's copyrighted.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We had a whole
Careful.
discussion about it.
Really?
That's
It's
okay.
copyrighted?
No,
It
it really.
is.
Well, not like the actual happy birthday song. There's an alternate happy birthday song that is hilarious.
Right.
It's
So
like
when you,
10 minutes long.
whenever you
Have you
do
heard
like,
it?
you go to a restaurant and then you say it's your birthday, you're like, why are they singing some random song? It's because they don't want their restaurant shut down. That song is copyrighted, and they will come after you, and
Yep.
they will kill you and your family.
Well,
So
I can't confirm that part, but I do know it is copyrighted. My B-Day is July 27th. Oh, so it's... Wait a second.
sorry, what?
My B... Okay, so it's not his birthday today. His birthday is the date of the open beta launch, which, hey, happy birthday, dude.
Right.
There you go.
We knew that.
We knew that. We
Yeah.
aligned the beta for your birthday. So yeah, enjoy.
Game of Champs says, how many guns are there? And are there classes? There are... you can say the number of guns, but there are classes. There's a light, medium, and heavy. Weapon customization, etc. Excellent question. The next time we are in a pre-game lobby, we can check all that stuff out.
Yeah,
So
there's a-
stick around for a minute. We will totally answer that. But
Well, we won't really be able to check them out because it's a little bit more constrained in the,
Sure.
the open beta here.
but you can see
but
some attachments.
You can see some
like
attachment. There's
60,
7 primary weapons, 6 or 7 secondary weapons, and a ton of different types of pheromone grenades. Because again, this game is all about weaponizing the zombies and manipulating them.
Good variants on the weapons. The one weapon I am not seeing, the archetype that is in every shooter, is the shotgun.
There
There
is
you
a
go.
shotgun.
There is a shotgun.
And that is, for the open beta, it is in the second customized loadout that we prepared, except it's unlocked at level 15 in the beta.
Interesting. What kind of shotgun?
Let's look.
What is it?
Oh no, that's not in here actually. It's just the M60.
I'm sorry. Full game. You have to wait for the full game to.
Because I feel like the shotgun is where it's at. For
It's a
this.
pump action.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so in the full game, you'll earn money at the end of each round, depending on your performance, and then you can use that money to unlock new weapons and perks and abilities. Some of it is level gated, but you'll get there. Yeah.
I think it's really interesting seeing various games, some that are PvP, some that are more kind of PvE, close quarters focused, how they present the shotgun. Because it's such a versatile weapon that in a lot of instances it can be straight up incredibly powerful. Like in this game, I would imagine it's very good because zombies are always in your face. In games like Halo also. And then in Destiny, it's actually presented as a power weapon. Destiny 2, at least in the open beta. Interesting.
Yeah,
'Cause it's such a simple weapon.
It is a
you know?
simple weapon, but you're right. It kind of like
Very
is very
effective.
dependent on the context, right? If you're always dealing with long-range open spaces, maybe not your weapon of choice, but definitely in a game like this, where there's a lot of tight corridors, where you kill a guy, you turn around, there's a zombie on you, shotgun's going to become a very useful tool.
Matthew De La Russa says, literally been waiting for a PvP shooter plus zombie game for so long. Thank you for delivering.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, if you want a PvP zombie game where zombies can run through the walls and don't behave, or any kind of physics, check out DayZ. They've been running through the floor and through the walls for about 6 years now, and I don't think that'll get patched anytime soon. But if you don't want that, you can potentially check out this game. I'm a big PUBG guy, so
I am too now.
I've,
Great.
I've totally disowned DayZ. Sorry, DayZ. I also like Rust. Rust is a totally different vibe. It's like way more kind of
Can't
long
do
game
Rust.
focused. The problem with Rust is you spend 9 hours building your base with your friends, take a 12-hour break, come back, and the server
Yeah,
is
I know.
reset. So, yeah, I think PlayerUnknown is really the playable version of that kind of archetype of game. But you know, Rust is also awesome. Factional warfare is really cool.
Yeah, and you know, we'll see too if anyone else kind of jumps on this idea of weaponizing zombies, where zombies are in a sense neutral and not always the most dangerous thing on screen. It's actually like the humans that are, right?
Yeah, I think that I'm all about unique gameplay because I think there's a lot of iteration on presentation, aesthetics, and all these other elements of games don't necessarily make the game feel all that different, especially in the first-person shooter space, especially in the arcade first-person shooter space. So it's very interesting to see some new gameplay ideas brought to the space.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where you kind of just have to try it for yourself, right? You know, like for me anyway, I like the weaponized zombie kills more than shooting, just because it just feels so satisfying to just watch someone run away from zombies that was just trying to like attack me, right? And so it's one of those things. It's just a really oddly satisfying feeling. But that, you gotta try it for yourself.
The other thing
you can try it. Open beta, completely free on Thursday.
The other thing that I really see here is like so much of the time in arcade shooters, it's about who sees who first, and having like this kind of forefront of zombies people need to shoot at, you understand where they are. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
So they're advantageous even if they get killed.
Oh yeah, another thing is like they'll eat dead bodies. So that's like adds another element too of strategy where when someone dies, you can actually like you can take a breather for a second because you know like some of those snipers will stop chasing you and eat the dead bodies instead. You can do other things like use the distractor to just especially in other maps where there's tighter corridors. You can throw a distractor, have all the zombies kind of like just aggregate near the opening.
Sure.
You've in a sense like blocked off the only way in a sense.
When we get back into another game, let's go through the various ways, maybe kind of demonstrate a few through which you can weaponize the zombies. We're getting a lot of questions from Ninja DW and others about weaponizing the zombies, the various ways you can do it. A lot of people feel like they're just seeing shooting, but anytime you see Sean throw a grenade, usually that's a Pam grenade, which of course stands for ham, actually, which is an interesting discovery. But yeah, he's essentially turning those zombies friendly and kind of enraging them.
So Sean, let's see, and it shows your stats at the end too. You know, it shows your KD ratio for sure, but it also shows you how many weaponized zombie kills you pulled off.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna put an artificial like challenge on Sean here. See if you can get more weaponized zombie kills than actual regular kills.
Ooh, I like that a lot. So what loadout do you choose? Obviously, these are kind of prefab, and you'll be able to customize those at launch. But again, during in beta,
they're
going
just
to be
preset. Yeah.
preset. So, all right. So what do you have? Do you have a Pam grenade?
Pam grenade right now,
You
yeah.
got a Pam grenade. You got a little one of those tractors, right?
Yeah, I have a couple of those.
So the Pam grenade. No, there's different pheromone grenades. Some of them affect only one zombie, but it actually like puts that zombie on steroids in a sense. They'll have much more attack power and like much larger aggro range. The Pam grenade is a little bit more about quantity versus quality. So the Pam grenade actually affects multiple zombies, but they don't necessarily get a huge buffer.
Gotcha. Okay, so what is the kind of enrager?
The enrager will. So the enrager affects one zombie. It increases his health and his range.
One zombie, all right.
Yeah.
So that's that really big guy we see sometimes.
The hunter grenade affects also one zombie, but it increases his health and his attack power. There's also one of the skill streaks is actually to drop a crate of stage 3 zombies into an area that will automatically start attacking enemies. There's also, I don't think it's going to be in the open beta, but there's also a skill streak where you drop a crate of a 4th type of zombie that we haven't seen. It's like a crawler. It runs on all 4s, really fast, really scary.
Ooh,
yeah,
terrifying.
It does a lot of damage.
Going to use this comment as a transition. Game of Champ says, would you describe this as an FPS zombie Smite game? Of course, Smite being MOBA. And yeah, there are MOBA elements, especially in
the Attrition mode.
Right. Which we're not playing right now. Looks like we are playing Capture and Hold.
Yeah, we're playing
Cool.
Capture and Hold.
So yeah, there are MOBA elements to the map, and also I think nicely done. The zombies are kind of like neutral creeps, but especially in that Attrition map, they are spawning and attacking each other just like creeps in the MOBA. So yeah, that's not entirely inaccurate description.
Zombie kill. That was an opportunity for a zombie kill.
I'm out of grenades.
Oh, you got a grenade? Okay.
That's what I'm trying to...
So when the enemy dies, you can pick up their ammo, and if they have any leftover grenades, you'll pick them up. Yeah, so the thing I'm still waiting to see that I really enjoy doing is just trying to create the largest horde or the largest like zombie train I can.
You might have to pony up and take the controller
Maybe
at some
I
point
will, yeah.
and show us walk the walk.
We can try. Yeah, you throw a Pam grenade, have them kill the enemy, pick up the enemy's Pam grenade, throw it at more zombies, and just keep following that train of zombies, backing them up, making sure they keep killing humans, making sure you never eradicate them.
Chip says, how big is the download size for the beta? It's about under 5 gigs. Andrew said earlier.
See, I'll go into the chat, see if there's any other questions we can answer.
Oh, Aardvark Pepper says he's red-green colorblind.
Alpha Civilization online.
How you gonna handle that one?
How is the game looking so far? We gotta figure something out.
He needs yellow and blue.
So single player is basically an offline version of multiplayer. Not quite. Yeah, you certainly can play all these modes offline, but there's also a specific solo survivor mode that has a narrative tied to it.
We've captured Charlie.
So not just the multiplayer.
Spartan Hobbs brings up a good point, at least somewhere in that question, about an anti-cheat system. You guys have any kind of punkbuster or something in this game?
You're losing.
I'm not certain. I'm not sure about that. I think Sony and Xbox are pretty good on that front. They're pretty safe. Steam, I'm not so sure. Well, I'll have to look into that.
Nice.
But yeah, it's in our interest to make sure everyone has a fair experience here.
Carl.
That's pretty good.
Carl.
I was gonna say, does anyone want to volunteer for that? Because I wasn't gonna do it. But
Oh, Carl. That's my Hank Hill if he was in Walking Dead.
yeah, so the full game is $39.99, correct? HDBFK is asking how much is the multiplayer standalone. The multiplayer standalone is $24.99, and you can get that on the digital storefront, so PSN Store, Xbox Marketplace, and on Steam. At retail, you have the full version at retail. But if you want multiplayer only, you can get that digitally.
You better rig that propane to detonate on those zombies. What? Tell you it's a clean burning zombie bomb. Tell you what. Carl. All right, kicking it over to YouTube. King Kong T says throwing tomahawks, not yet, but potentially in the 10th iteration of the game. We will see that just for the sake of iteration, because man, does that get played out. It's a Call of Duty.
Under siege.
No problem.
Awkward Joe asks if it's open world. No, it's not that type of game. It's an arcade shooter. It is kind of shoot and scoot. And then there is this large map, this large attrition map that has a lot of dynamic elements. These two lanes, which are straight out of MOBA, and then kind of a jungle buff, neutral zombies that are pretty powerful. So interesting stuff there.
Big Shane's Bigged is asking, will this be an early access game that will never be done? The game is already done. We have the open beta available for you guys coming up for free the 27th to 31st. That's Thursday through Monday. And the game actually comes out August 29th. So
I can hardly blame him for asking that, because anytime you see zombies, the assumption now is just it's going to be Steam Early Access forever. But this is kind of like the consumer base has been trained.
yeah, that's okay. That's understandable.
Yeah.
But very excited to let people know, like, just
No, it's
in
coming
about a
out.
month. In
It's
about a month,
conventional
it's
release.
here for you.
Yeah, I really like that the pendulum has swung back around on in terms of conventional releases, pushing for a final release date where project complete. Of course, those QA guys AFK for a bio break, which we don't get the pleasure of here. That's okay.
That's okay. We're just gonna rack up kills then.
Yeah,
they're not
whatever.
doing anything.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was
So
great. What a story that was. Sniped from a window, but then kind of speaking to the anti-camper tech going on in the game. The zombie ate his face.
Oh, killed by B-Boy Drew 1. Someone's using my account at the office and actually doing well finally.
The Australian Fiddles wants to know, is it for Mac and PC? Will be coming out on PC.
It is coming out on PC, not Mac, unfortunately.
Those Mac gamers still holding out hope. Maybe someday, guys. So to play online, you have to get the multiplayer. Yeah, that's correct.
Status update. Below our mission parameters.
PS4, Xbox One, PC.
Ah,
That's
you
correct.
killed B-Boy Drew.
Who's that?
That's someone using my account.
Stop it. Stop killing him. Awkward Joe asks, will there be unique kill streaks? There are, and actually we haven't really talked too much about those.
Yeah,
so
we
why
haven't
don't
talked too much
why
about
don't
it.
we go over those?
So you can look at the top right corner there. Those are the kill streaks that Sean has equipped. That's all customizable. You can unlock more with the money that you earn in-game. But you can select up to 3, and they all have their own, they charge up in a sense at different rates, depending on like how crazy they are. But you earn them by killing enemies, by
And they are, of
getting kill
course,
streaks.
the smoke,
That's one of them.
Talk me through some others. Give
So
some examples.
looks like Sean also has like a full recon, which is show everyone on the map, zombies included and the enemies.
Cool.
There's also looks like he has a sniper one. This is the you basically select an area on the map and it's just kill. You have a distant sniper backing you guys up.
Oh,
He'll
interesting.
kill someone there.
Cool.
The cool thing is, now what he can do is do a full recon, so he can see everyone on the map, and then choose the sniper kill, and he can now select with much more precision because now he knows where they are. He doesn't have to select an area blind and kill someone.
I really like that you read Big Shane's name on stream.
Yeah, Big Shane, Big.
Uh,
Did I read it wrong?
Can you? Yeah, that's 100% correct. Can you hook me up with a key, fam? Yeah, so it's open beta. Open beta the 27th. Again,
Yeah,
this
you
is
don't
Dead
need
Alliance
you don't
for-
need a key hooked up. You
Yeah,
know, you
just
don't need to be
get in
hooked up
there.
with that. It's
Xbox One, PS4, PC, and that's the 27th to the 31st. We're going to keep playing here for about another 30 minutes. If you have questions for the developers or just tuning in on Twitch, we will do our very best to answer those. And kind of straight away, because we just got an influx of Twitch viewership, talking about this game's core conceit. It is this arcade shooter. It is multiplayer kind of. We have King of the Hill, Capture and Hold, and then Attrition, which is a little bit MOBA-esque. But the added layer that you guys are throwing on there from a design perspective are these zombies that you
Neutral
can weaponize.
zombies.
So
Yep.
tell us about those.
Yeah, the zombies are neutral. And by neutral, that doesn't mean they're safe. That means they'll kill you, they'll kill your enemies, whatever. But we also equip you with different tools to manipulate the zombies, so you can weaponize them. That's like the cool and crazy thing about this game. It's one of the only multiplayer shooter where you can weaponize zombies against your enemies. So for example, this is not necessarily a good example here. This is the MOBA-esque attrition mode.
These are the lane creeps.
You have lane,
zombies.
yeah, you have lane zombies that are already on your side. Now, however, when you do run into neutral zombies, you can throw, for example, a pheromone grenade, which will enrage it, automatically ally them to your side, and just start running after the nearest enemy and killing them.
Sure. And there are also other ways that you're interacting with the zombies. We just saw an attractor thrown, and then you could throw a PAM grenade for those of us who are joining you. I want to ask the Twitch army that just invaded, what do you think PAM grenade stands for? So you throw the PAM grenade. This is the question I've been asking all stream.
No one's got it right.
And it basically kind of indoctrinates the zombies, and they start attacking the nearest enemy. And then there's also ways to enrage them. But that's a really good example of how you can interact with the zombies in not necessarily a mind control capacity with the attractor. You know, you could use that to create like a little kind of artificial barrier, or you could just get everybody in the same spot to throw down a PAM grenade and take control of them all.
Yeah, totally. The distractor has a lot of uses, and regardless of the loadout, everyone gets 3 distractors because it has so many functions. For one, like if you're trying to capture a point, there's a lot of zombies around. You don't want to like waste your bullets on them because the ammo is limited. So you just throw a distractor, kind of like hold them there for a few seconds so that you can finish capturing the point without being harassed. Because yeah, people don't like wasting ammo on the zombies that aren't doing anything. So you can use that to just get them off your back. You can use it if you're in a tight corridor. You can use the distractor to kind of create a zombie meat shield so that no one can come through. Or if they want to come through, they're gonna have to burn a lot of bullets to get through them. And like the third option that we talked about is just gathering them with the distractor and then throwing a PAM grenade, which will enrage them all, and they'll just start running after the enemies.
Cool.
So it's really cool.
Let's talk about the monetization model, because straight away we have a little bit of confusion here about whether this is a free-to-play game, whether this is conventionally monetized, if there will be microtransactions. You want to talk us through that whole thing?
Yeah, sure. No, this is not a free-to-play game. This is a premium game. However, the open beta is free. That starts this Thursday. You know, we keep talking about it. Just let you know, it is free. No purchase necessary. You don't have to pre-order to get special access. Free to everyone.
Right.
Download it.
But when it eventually launches, you can buy
launches,
just the multiplayer. That's $24.99, or you can buy single-player mode included, which is $39.99.
Correct. Yeah. If you buy digitally, PSN, Xbox Store on Steam, you can do just the multiplayer mode, which is $24.99. Later on, you decide, you know what? Hey, I want the single-player content as well. You can upgrade for $19.99 to get the single-player content, the single-player upgrade. But the biggest value is in just getting it all at once, which will be at $39.99 for the full game.
Great. And all the progression, the unlocks, the aesthetics, all that stuff is being earned with in-game currency,
Correct.
and not out-of-game currency or a premium currency.
Right. You
Yeah,
don't have to
getting
spend
experience,
any
right.
additional money to unlock the stuff that's already there. So it's at the end of each round, you earn money based on your performance. You use that to upgrade your abilities, buy new weapons, buy new skins, buy new perks, new skill streak, That's again all in game.
Cool. Flipperazzi would like to know, what other gameplay modes does this game have, and when can you play on PC? Okay, so is there crossplay? When you play on PC, will you be able to play on PS4 as well? Of course, the game releasing on, and the beta going on PC, PS4, and Xbox One all simultaneously, but any crossplay?
So no, there's no crossplay. It's all console specific, PC specific. Part of it is just wouldn't be fair playing on console versus like the dexterity that you and control that you get.
It'd be
on
fun
PC.
for me, though.
Yeah, it would be fun for
At an
PC
uncapped
folks,
frame
right?
rate with a mouse and keyboard, man. Well, like the whole mouse and keyboard thing is invading the console demographic in the competitive Overwatch scene, which I think is kind of hilarious. It's cool. Anyway,
It's cool.
It's cool for me. What
but
other
yeah.
gameplay modes does this game have? Was the second part of that question?
Yeah, so there are, outside of the open beta, which is all we're showing right now, but when the game launches on the 29th, you'll have additional maps and additional modes like Team Deathmatch and Free For All. Am I missing something?
I was listening to you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So there are
Too
That was
focused
a
getting
big
that
wave
guy.
of
Yeah.
enraged zombies.
today and through the open beta, we're just showing off King of the Hill, Capture and Hold, and Attrition. We had to get Attrition in there just because it's so unique. I wanted to get people's thoughts on that.
Sure. Going down the line here with these Twitch comments, are the streamers devs? Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're the part of the public.
Sure.
We're Maximum Games. We're publishing the game. We've worked very closely with the devs to get the game where it is and to get the game out to you and the open beta.
Sure. And just for the sake of introductions, this is Andrew, this is Sean, our gameplay expert, who is doing quite well, I think. He's had some good moments. He's had some embarrassing moments.
Yeah.
But then again, who doesn't?
Do what I can.
Also, are they reading the comments? Yes, we are.
Yeah,
Hello.
we're reading them.
How's it going? Let's move it straight along.
Yeah, and I'd just like to point out that Sean is one of our QA analysts, and he's actually playing against his boss at the office right now. And I don't know if you guys been
kicking his
keeping
butt?
track who's doing better.
You're doing better than me.
He's
gotta be honest.
contractually obligated to say that, though.
And that too.
Yeah.
Enemy scouts in your area.
Now, I'm surprised that our team back at the office have been actually pretty nice. They haven't really trolled us or done anything rude, I don't think.
Sure.
So thanks for being professional, you guys, back at home.
Thanks for letting us kill you, is what he's trying to say. Unfiltered Gaming has an interesting question. I kind of want to use this to jump into the question. Game looks cool, just hope single player isn't generic like most. I like playing stories just as much as multiplayer. But from my understanding, the single player is kind of gameplay mechanics focused. You have this survival horde mode with some light narrative elements, right? It's not the last of this campaign.
Yeah, we didn't necessarily create entirely new, unique maps or anything crazy like that. But there are unique modes and unique gameplay mechanics attached to the solo survival mode. So it's going to be completely different than actually playing multiplayer against each other or against bots.
Cool.
It's a completely different experience.
If you guys are wondering why the respawns are taking us so long, that's because we're playing the Attrition mode, which is kind of the MOBA-esque mode.
Yeah,
and
good
that,
point. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. And that is, it takes the hint from the MOBAs as the game goes longer. The respawn timer is increased to kind of drive players emergently towards an end, which is, in this case, is destroying your opponents or capturing your opponents.
Yes, and this
MacGuffin. What is it called?
is the enemy base.
There you go. Enemy base. That's it.
Yeah, so the respawn timer is here, just increasing each time you die. Really trying to incentivize you to play smart, play tactfully with your teammates in the interest of not dying.
Sure. And if that's not your deal, you have Capture and Hold. You have King of the Hill, which is a lot more conventional arcade shooter. You die, you respawn.
We have Team Deathmatch. We have Free For All, which is crazy, frenetic. Just everyone just versus everyone. And
The Texan
zombies killing everyone.
Confederation.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that's Texas Confederation is one of the factions. The other is the SoCal Protectorate. In this,
So there's a war between SoCal and Texas?
and others. I mean, the world it's a post-apocalyptic world. What all that remains are these like militarized groups of people just warring for land and resources. It's a tough world out there.
HK Felix wants to know if the beta is available today.
Almost. It's available Thursday.
Again,
So
that's free.
the 27th. Yep.
No purchase necessary.
Yeah, so be sure to download the game, download the beta on Thursday. It's free on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, but it's only going to go until Monday. So be sure to jump in there, take some time over the weekend to play it for yourself, get a feel for it, and enjoy. The full game comes out August 29th, and that pre-order is available now.
Nice.
Move to the
See
position
you rocking the
of your
M249.
GPS locator immediately.
And for those who just jumped in on Twitch and are going to play the open beta, the progression system that they're going to experience is a little bit different than
Yeah.
what the final game will be. Do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. Like in the full game, as progression works by increasing your level with XP as you play each match. You earn money at the end of each match, and you can use those things to purchase new guns, skins, perks, abilities. And there's also a skill tree that will give you global enhancements altogether. So there's lots of layers to the progression. Now in the open beta, we're not necessarily including all of that. It's kind of too much for the open beta right now. So what we've done is just made customized loadouts that are preset, but you still get a chance to progress through the loadouts. 3 will be available right away in the open beta, and as you hit level 5, you'll unlock another preset, and as you hit level 10 and 15, you'll unlock additional loadouts. But that's unique to the open beta. We just want to give people some sense of progression,
Sure.
even if it's just for 5 days.
Sure. But the full customization coming with the full game. And Sean, I want to see, still challenging you for this. By the end of the stream, I want to see the M60. I don't
trying.
know. I know you're trying your darndest. Doing a great job. But
Yeah, what level are you at now?
you want the M60.
We need to hit level 15, right? Almost there.
We can do it. We can do it. We have a little bit more than 20 minutes left here on the stream. All right, let's see what people are asking in Twitch. Again, you can tweet at us using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive at IGN if you have a burning question that you need answered 100%. That's where to ask it, but I will do my best to keep up with the Twitch chat as well.
So question, are achievements and trophies available via single player as well as multiplayer?
That's
Yeah,
a good question.
yeah, you can unlock them in any mode.
Oh, here's a good question. I'm just reading through it. Give me 1 second.
GPS locator.
Okay, here's Unfiltered Gaming asks, or maybe says, if you're progressing your character like that. So basically, when the game launches, as you just generally play, do well, you're going to unlock the currencies that you then use to buy weapons. But some stuff is kind of gated by level, so there is a little bit of power progression going.
Yes.
Are you going to match people based on their level? Is there some kind of elo behind the scenes? That's a really good question. Unfiltered Gaming.
Yeah, actually, I'm not too familiar with the algorithm we're using for matchmaking, so I'm not sure I can answer that
Retake target
accurately.
location.
But you can be sure we're trying to give everyone the fairest experience and the most fun experience that they can have.
Cool. HK Felix wants to know, or rather says, I'm definitely going to grind this out. Thanks for answering my question. And this shout out, that was okay, no problem. Again, you can check out the game on the 27th. And of course, for all things previews, you're already in the right place at IGN. Don't go anywhere because the stream isn't over yet. We still have about 20 minutes. We're going to keep answering some questions here while Sean is working ever closer to that glorious M60.
Yeah, well,
Um,
trying to unlock
can
the
you
shotgun
switch
here.
loadouts when you die?
Yes, you can.
Cool.
You can switch loadouts, and which is important because in the full game we let you customize your loadouts, multiple loadouts, and you can create multiple loadouts for very specific scenarios. Whether it's something that your team needs, whether it's the match is going a certain way, or it's a certain map. You can switch when you die. You can switch from the beginning, in between.
Cool.
death and switch.
So Sean, my challenge to you is after, I know we're trying to work towards that M60, but just for the sake of giving people a nice variance of weaponry, after you die, if you die, of course you won't because you're a pro, but if you do, like right now for instance, switch over to the crossbow or the Dragunov or the crossbow maybe,
we'll do
whichever
the
you're more
crossbow.
comfortable with. Let's just check out some other archetypes
Crossbow
of
looks
weapons.
cool, and I think Sean is good enough at it that we could maybe show it off. But it is hard to use and master.
HK Felix wants to know if you can level up in the beta, and if so, will it roll over into the real game? So the progression system in the beta is dissimilar from the launch. You have these pre-constructed archetypes, think original Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first couple ones you lock until you hit level 5, and then you can start creating your own custom loadout. But that will not carry over, right? So it's all
Yeah, the
getting
beta is standalone, but
Great.
if they're interested in getting any kind of a boost, you actually do get if you do a pre-order digitally.
What is the name of that pack again? It's the most
Rapid
hilarious.
Dominance.
Rapid Dominance. That is the most self-aware pre-order bonus of all time. I
Because
have to
everyone who
say.
plays this game, they're going to want to dominate. But if you want to do it more rapidly, we have the Rapid Dominance bundle, And so you get that with the digital pre-order.
Thank goodness you guys don't have microtransactions. That would be an
No, it's all
evisceration
good.
point for.
But the only way to get the Rapid Dominance bundle is to pre-order digitally or just get the day one edition at retail.
Polink asks, "Can I play as a girl? I want to be pretty." Well, number one, you are pretty already, but if you want to be pretty in game,
Yeah, we don't specifically have a girl model. I don't think. I mean, they're completely covered. It doesn't necessarily.
what he's trying to say is don't assume they're gay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. They're genderless soldiers, I guess.
Shown guilty.
What about colorblind? We had a comment earlier asking about red-green colorblindness, which I'm not afflicted by, but I know many people are. So you might have to get some yellows and blues in here for the text. Nice, good crossbow kill. There we go. That's what I like to see. The projectile-based stuff, pretty challenging on a controller. I'm a master control guy myself.
So, like you said, this game kind of discourages camping because there's just zombies everywhere. But if you're going to be a sniper or you're going to be using the crossbow, you might need to camp for a few seconds at least. So that's where the distractor will help. You can lay a distractor down. That'll just kind of keep all the zombies near you at bay for a while before you still get a shot. Whoa, that guy just... Oh, that's your boss right there.
Yeah, no, he just killed me.
Nice.
You got to get him back.
Let's talk about post-launch. I know this is something we brought up before, and of course it's a little bit of an ambiguous TBD answer here, but anytime that there's a game like this that's multiplayer focused, that I'm potentially going to develop a community, a group of friends around, and invest my time in, I do want to know if there is looking to be supported post-launch. So are you looking to support this game, and do you have any plans?
Yeah, I mean, well, there'll be, continue, like, fixes and patches that are necessary. In terms of like rolling out of content, we have tons of ideas out there, but we don't have anything official to announce yet. We want to wait to get this game out there, get the beta out there,
See what players think.
See what players think. See what the community is into, what the community needs. So if you guys play the beta, play the full game, tweet us, message us. We want to hear your feedback. So we can go from there. And I know we're still trying to unlock the shotgun. Sean, I'm still trying to get a zombie train going, a murder train. But we're not. We've yet to see that.
Good chat.
Either one. No
question
pressure.
about who the developers are. So the developer behind this is Ilphonic, correct?
Yep.
You guys
Yeah.
are publisher,
Yeah.
Maximum Games. Again, Andrew, Sean, they're at Maximum Games. My name is James. I work with IGN.
Yeah.
Follow me at Thug and Duggan. I need those followers. Thanks.
Yeah, I need followers too. You can put my Twitter handle.
Sure, we'll get right on that. But remember, Thug and Duggan.
I need more followers so I can get Twitter verified.
So you were saying there were. I got that earlier somehow. My our community manager hooked me up. So you were saying there are some also just purely aesthetic stuff for the guns, like some skins.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, so we're not seeing it in the open beta here, but you can put all kinds of crazy skins on your gun. You have gold skin, pink skin, camo, and things like that. So they're cosmetic.
JD Stroud says this aim, pure body and knees. Well, there's actually a strategy behind this. Sean is trying to have his enemies die of dysentery after the fact, infection, by shooting them in the gut. I like it. It's evil. I would use as the word.
Arrow to the knee, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Boom. That's what you're going for.
But you gotta hand it to Sean. It is really hard to use the crossbow.
Crossbow, and he's pulling it off, man. I'm impressed.
And
I would not be doing nearly as well with a controller.
It's unique to the light class, the light loadout, and the light loadouts. The guy is able to run really fast. He has much more stamina. Takes a little bit more damage, but you get cool weapons like the crossbow.
Von Gandhi wants to know, do the zombies grow stronger as the match progresses? There are ways to make them stronger, to enrage them. There are different power levels of zombies, but it's not necessarily tied to. Was that a headshot? Nice.
I know.
Well done. But that's not tied to match.
Yeah, the zombies, they don't necessarily progress per map. There are 3 different stages of zombies. So, you have some of like the first stage, they're like the early infected. They're kind of slow. They bumble around. They're not terribly scary or anything. Then you have stage 2 and 3, which do a lot more damage, a lot more aggressive. They take more damage. And so that actually means like you kind of have to be strategic with which ones you weaponize as well, because oftentimes you only have one of the pheromone grenades. And so do you use it on a group of like low-level stage 1 zombies, or do you save it for the stage 2 or 3, which you know can take a lot more damage, will dish out a lot more damage?
Sure.
So there's some strategy behind that.
Nice. So we're going to jump back into another game, but as we do that, in the starting screen, let's just go through the arsenal in terms of primary weapons, secondary weapons, and all the various gadgets. Of course, some stuff
Did you hit level 15 yet?
being saved for the final game.
We'll have to wait.
Well, how much time do we have?
You guys got about 15 minutes.
Uh-oh.
So
Okay.
I think we might be able to
We
knock it
might
out.
be able
Let's hope.
to finish one match, hopefully get to level 15 so we can get the shotgun, and then you can go home happy.
Yes, exactly. Well, it's the M60, correct? So I
yeah.
just want Rambo. I want Rambo status. I want you to hold the belt with one
Oh.
hand. Fire go.
Oh, we're doing that. Okay, I thought we were going for the shotgun.
I didn't draw first blood. You drew first blood. So tell me, are there any explodable propane tanks? Okay.
We don't.
Wah. No.
We don't, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, DLC perhaps. Maybe you guys can get a partnership going with King of the Hill.
Yeah. A propane bundle, sure.
There we go. Here it is.
Aha! Here it is. Oh wow, it's got.
Oh yeah.
Dang, it's got a nice, nice scope on there as well. Look at this guy, just chilling. Oh, you made him mad.
All right. So what are we playing here? We're playing King of the Hill. So this is one. There's one point of interest that will continually rotate. The object of this mode is to wherever that marker is, wherever that point of interest is, you want to hold it for as long as you can. As long as you're standing there, your team will earn points, and eventually it will go down, and then it'll pop up in another area.
Ants
So,
Maestro says he drew first blood, not me, is the line. So I just want to thank you for that correction.
Yeah. You want to get our Rambo reference.
Yeah. Of course. That boy ain't right. Dang it, Bobby. Ah.
Your impressions are pretty good.
Thank you.
Or like the King of the Hill ones, anyway.
King of the Hill. I can also do a mean Deckard King.
All right.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Heroes, you must unlock the Herodric M60 and indoctrinate the zombies to your own
I like how you keep
hordes
saying
to defeat
indoctrinate.
Diablo.
That's not our terminology.
No, that's my terminology. I like that word
But
better.
it's funny. Indoctrinate the zombies. Yeah.
As if you're putting them through some kind of like brainwashing, slow and steady, raising them from birth.
Yeah. So we call the tools Z-bombs, or zombie modifiers. We don't. I guess we could call them. It rolls off the tongue better than indoctrination.
Call them
but
PMODs.
that's-
Pam grenade. So again, if you're watching at home, especially on Twitch, there is a grenade called the Pam grenade, PAM. What it does is kind of mind controls the zombies. They momentarily or permanently, rather,
Temporarily.
temporarily, are friendly, and they're going to attack the enemy, just charge straight at them. So what do you think PAM stands for? I want to ask this question. I would not have guessed this acronym had I had 20 guesses. So
And if you get the question right, you get free access to the open beta
the
this
open
Thursday.
free access to the open
And if
beta.
you get it wrong, you have also free access
Wow.
to the
If
open
you don't
beta.
answer at all, you also have free access to the open beta.
Did I mention that the open beta is free on Thursday?
Wow. On Thursday, the 27th of July?
Because there were rumors going around
That's so
earlier.
crazy.
There was rumors going around earlier that it was paid or something crazy like that. That's what
Sure.
my boss was calling me.
That's why it's I like
Yeah.
that he literally called you on the stream and didn't just send you a text. Hey, remind him that it's free. It's like,
Yeah.
I need to call him up in the middle of this stream.
Yeah, I don't know where that rumor started, but no, it's free. It's open beta. That's what open means. You don't need to pre-order or anything like that. Download the game on Thursday. You have up till Monday to play it, get a feel for it, get a taste for it. And, pre-orders are available if you dig it.
The acronym is PAM. Remember, grand prize being free access to the open beta, which is free and open to everybody on the 27th.
Hey, do we have a
It
right answer?
also, I'll stipulate that it should be something I could probably read on stream.
Yes, it is something that is kid-friendly.
Here's the first one. I like this. The preacher says post-apocalyptic meat.
Light.
That's good.
That's not bad.
That's very similar to the ham grenade, which is just actually ham.
Yeah.
Personally armed something. We gotta.
So True Saxon says another effing zombie game. No thanks. Like, well, I'm sorry that it doesn't look like
here
it's
we go,
for you,
triggered.
but I have to say it is not another zombie game because again, the crazy thing is the zombies in this game are completely neutral, and you have to weaponize them against your enemies. So I think that is like the unique crazy thing about the game. We haven't seen a multiplayer shooter where you weaponize zombies against other players. So give it a chance. What's his name? True Saxon. It's not another effing zombie game. It's a completely new and original
There
effing
you go.
zombie game.
Good rant. Good rant. Let's get back to the Pam grenade. No, yeah, it's
Personally
true.
armed minion. That's not bad.
Paranormal administrator of mind control. Yeah, I have to say, I like that there is an additional gameplay level above the run and gun gameplay that we have seen a lot. There's some interesting things you can do gameplay-wise with the zombies. It's a cool play. Paranormal Administrator of Mind Control. Personally armed something.
Personally, awesome. That's
Deadly
good.
Alliance Beta.
Dab.
Dab.
Pretty good.
Good stuff, Fryrock. Portable Active Mine. Good question here from HK Flicks. Is there a boss zombie that spawns in the game?
So there is no boss zombie. However, there is a zombie that we haven't seen yet, and it's part of one of the skill streak abilities that you can use. You can equip the skill streak ability that's called primed and weaponized, or I think that's what it's called. And so when you get a good kill streak, you can decide where on the map you want to drop this crate, and out comes an uber zombie. He's on all fours, just runs at you, super scary.
Interesting.
It's worth it. So.
Of course, to get a
That's the closest thing to the
skill
boss
streak,
zombie. He's a boss zombie.
You need a skilling spree
You need a skill. Yeah.
by getting
skilling
lots of
spree,
skills. Headshot skills, knife skills, all of them.
Skill shots.
Pretty and macho, says Aardvark Pepper. That's good. Let's keep going. I'm really, if somebody can even guess the first word, I'll be impressed. Maybe Pam equals ex-girlfriend. Personality altering mind.
That's
Good stuff.
that's good. Yeah.
Protect the target.
I mean, yeah, you are changing the zombies' personalities. Right?
Personality augmentation matrix. Good stuff. Potbelly armed monster. Ooh. Getting close, getting close. Okay, so the first winner of the first prize, which is exactly the same as the grand prize because it's free access to the open beta, is Broken Game, who says pheromone application mechanism. In fact, maybe a better acronym than what you ended up going with.
I mean, all these are pretty good. Yeah.
Pheromone application mechanism is really good. So the first part of that is correct. Is the second part correct? No.
No, it's not.
Okay, so the first word, pheromone, is the first word. So let's iterate from there. I think we can get this. Pheromone altering mind.
The target.
UR Regs asks, has the person playing right now ever played an FPS in his life XD?
Don't worry, I get that comment at home.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm doing what I can.
Get 24
No,
kills,
he's
0
actually
deaths. Is this
really
gonna have a
good. It's
blue?
just the guys back home are also really good.
Really good.
And he's holding back because he's playing against his boss.
Sure.
So, you know, like his raise might be on the line and all that stuff. So, you know, he's sandbagging a little bit.
Objective secured.
Yeah, so you guys are just joining us.
Ooh.
This is Dead Alliance. It's a first-person zombie shooter with a crazy twist, and that is the game and the maps are overrun with zombies, but they're not the enemies. The enemies are other players. The zombies are actually neutral. They actually get in your way. They're a distraction. You can also weaponize them, though, and that's the key is weaponizing them against your enemies. Open beta is coming out this Thursday. Available through Friday. It's completely free, and then the full game comes out August 29th.
NA aim. Feels good.
Yeah, and of course, this is Xbox One, PS4, PC.
Yep, available on all platforms, simultaneous release. Open beta is available for free on all platforms as well. So yeah, be sure to check it out.
Ninja TW says, Duggan, start a PUBG show on IGN. I will. You can be the one viewer. Yes. So I have 200 plus hours in PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. All I want to do is make PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds videos. But unfortunately, they don't do that well on the IGN. But I have a sneaking suspicion. When I first started playing Overwatch and it was just PC with the beta, as soon as it came to console, we started getting a lot of viewership.
Oh, sure,
So I think when PlayerUnknown makes its way to the Xbox One, I will start doing more PUBG content. I think it will be better.
We do
Man.
not have control of the target.
Yeah, so that's kind of a crazy zombie kill or death by zombie earlier, and that's kind of like how this game seems to be. Is like the zombies aren't scary until they're scary. Wow. Like most of the time they're just kind of like in your way, and you see Sean just like knifing them because they're just in his path until they get weaponized and they just swarm you, and then they're not so docile and innocuous anymore.
Uber Egbert says, "Can I buy a Dead Alliance shirt? Maybe you can just send me one. Are there?
Oh
yeah, look at that.
Yeah, he's wearing a
Yeah,
Dead
there you
Alliance
go.
shirt. Wait, you don't want my Maximum Games shirt?
Well, there's somebody called Maximum Games in the chat. I wonder who that could be. Maybe they want one.
Maintain defensive perimeter at target.
Can you buy them? No, but I mean, come see us at one of the trade shows coming up.
friends
Yeah,
and family.
talk to us. We'll hook you up.
Familiar 420. This is a controversial question for me to read. Is there teabagging in this game? Yes, there is. We've seen it done.
We've seen it done. We've seen Sean's boss.
Okay,
to me.
tell us
utilizing it.
now that we've completed that. We have about 4 minutes left on the screen. We need to know, what does PAM
What
stand
it
for?
stand for? It stands for pheromone attracting Molotov.
Molotov.
Yeah.
Was the M. Who could have guessed? Not me. Okay,
I
we're
think that
gonna.
M it would have been hard. You know, I thought.
You know what?
Molotov.
Let's just jump straight into. So there's what's interesting here. Game modes, difficulty, normal, and hard. Is this a quantifier for multiplayer, or is that specifically for the single player stuff?
Oh no, yeah. Like I mean, it kind of modifies the zombies in a sense.
Interesting.
If you want the zombies to be more hazardous in a sense, so you can
Great.
decide that there. This is a private match, so you have control over some of these settings.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to jump into one more match and on some gameplay real quick. Anything you want to show off or showcase? Again, this is Dead Alliance.
This is Dead Alliance.
It will be coming out the 29th of August. It goes into beta the 27th of July, which is just this Thursday, and it's free. The game has 2 price points. There's a multiplayer price point. There's a complete bundle price point, and then there's an upgrade option. You have kind of your standard capture and hold, King of the Hill modes, but then also this Attrition mode, which we're going into very briefly here for those of us who are tuning in. This is a MOBA-inspired mode that has lanes, has a jungle with neutral minions, a buff, all this stuff.
Side objectives
Right.
in the middle. Super cool.
Right. And for anybody who's just joining us, unfortunately, in the fleeting moments of this stream, this is an arcade shooter like you know and love, but with this added twist of neutral zombies that you can influence and also kind of mind control or just
Weaponize. Yeah.
Right.
Lots of ways to use the zombies. You can use them as distraction. You can use them as meat shields. They can harm you, or the main objective oftentimes is to use some kind of pheromone grenade on them. In Rager, the targeter, the PAM grenade, which we just learned what it stood for, to weaponize them and turn them aggressive towards your enemy. But they have the same tools, so you got to be careful.
Cool. Can I answer some last minute questions here?
Yeah.
Red Fox 95, are there custom classes?
Yes.
Yes. So there are 3 base classes: the light, medium, and heavy. They all have different, characteristics and attributes that are tied to them. For example, the light class can sprint really fast, has much more stamina. Takes more damage though. But he has access to things like the sniper rifle and the crossbow. On the flip side, the heavy class is great as a tank. Take a lot of damage, can dish out a lot of damage, lay down sustaining fire, but is slower, has less stamina. But he also has a lot more armor as well. So I forgot to talk about this. There's like different kinds of bullets: armor-piercing bullets and non-armor-piercing bullets. Being able to protect yourself from bites, from zombie bites. So there are different base classes. And then after that, you can create different loadouts once you select the base for the loadout.
Is the zombie bite armor just a magazine wrapped around the arm? We saw from that page. World War Z.
Yeah, I mean it's that, I guess.
So one more question. This is going to be the final question. FOV slider for PC. Actually, maybe one more. that a thing?
Yeah, I mean you can expect run-of-the-mill
Standard
settings and things like that, and options. when
And
you
this
play
is on Steam as well.
It's on Steam. Yep.
Ninja TW, love you, Duggan. Love you too, buddy. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have just about a minute here. We'll see if Sean can get a quadra kill in 60 seconds. That's going to be interesting.
While
to see.
creating the biggest zombie horde that he can.
Ninja TW wants to know VoIP. I mean, so there's Steam Voice. There are a million VoIP applications for the PC.
Yep.
There's also Xbox Party Chat and PS4 Party Chat. But
Yep.
So I imagine you would not.
Oh, no.
Oh, and your boss killed you. Is that going to be the last thing we see, Mitch? It's your call. It's
I know, right?
Oh man, that's.
Mitch, a lover of all things comedy.
It's okay.
And then he died by a bunch of zombies, and that's really.
But he
what
did
this
a nice
game is all
little
about.
pirouette there for the camera before we ended.
Wonderful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to IGN Plays Live. This has been a presentation of IGN Plays Live by IGN. You can go find more on IGN.com and follow us on Twitter and all the various other social media platforms. Again, this is Dead Alliance. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Gentlemen from Maximum Games. And one more time, this is Sean. Thank you so much for the gameplay. It was awesome. This is Andrew again, all the info. And you at home, if you want to play, the easiest and best way to do that is check out the beta on the 27th. That's just Thursday, right around the corner. Full game releasing the 29th of August.
Pre-orders up right now. You guys can just go there as well.
Great. For all things first person and competitive gaming, you're already in the right place at IGN.